Oh, where did Mike go? Well,
Well,
that was weird.
Well, I hit sign up for free, and then it took me to a different website. So I guess I'll need to do that.
Yeah, later. We're live now, so
We're live.
Yeah.
What did you
Those
name
are-
the stream?
huh?
Oh yeah, I just got the push notification. Jazz bums. Where's Felipe?
Oh, it's funny.
Cool. All right. So I can't see comments, but I feel like. Hold on. How can I do this? I want to just test some stuff out. So
Okay.
I'm gonna go to the YouTube and I'm gonna drop a comment in, and let's see if you can. Can you see how you post it? Like if you want to show it on screen like Rachel does.
Yeah. I know how to do that already.
2 watching. Oh, we have 2 watching. Is that just
Yeah.
us?
This is 3 now.
Sweet.
Hello, third
Oh, that's
person.
me. That's probably me.
Oh, it's true.
Hold
Oh,
on.
there may be a net. All right. I don't know how to tell.
This is 3 now.
Hold on. Okay.
Yeah, mute it.
All right, I'm gonna throw a comment in here. Test. See if you can display that. That one person watching is probably like,
Yeah.
"Who are these idiots?"
Yeah, exactly. How does technology work? Yeah, look, it even has the
Did somebody comment? Okay.
your
Cool.
logo. You did, yes. Somebody did.
Very good. All right. Well, that's cool.
Yeah,
Can you change the style? Can you change the style the comment looks? Like
Yes.
Rachel has it, so it's like a oval.
Yeah, it changes our names too, see?
Oh, it does. Okay, got it.
Which is fine. I don't care.
It's like a theme.
Yes. So then if you do it, it does that whole thing.
Got it. Okay. Cool. All right.
4 people
see.
watching now. Ooh. Hello.
4 people. Hey, everyone.
So we're going to talk about records and jazzes and jazz
Yeah.
record.
Yeah. So, I got some new stuff recently, like a show.
Cool.
I'll
Me
have to go
too.
get it. What do you got? Do you have anything ready to go?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Let's do that. Let's break that down.
Yeah.
Let's do that. Hold on. I'm going to pull that record up here.
It's a good one. Oh,
McCoy Tyner, Today and Tomorrow. Okay.
yeah. The picture of him is really cool.
Yeah, it's a great cover. I think it's his best Impulse cover.
Yeah. That makes sense.
I think so. Yeah. I think so. All right. So Today and Tomorrow, this was recorded in 63 and 64. So summer of 63 and February of 64. And then it was released in summer of 64. So 2 sessions. It looks like tracks 1 through 3 have John Gilmore, Thad Jones, Frank Stalzier, Butch Warren, and Elvin Jones.
Mm-hmm.
And then I guess tracks 4 through 9 have Jimmy Garrison bass, Albert Heath drums, and then McCoy Tyner. So it looks like it's a trio. It looks like the side B is a trio, and side A is a sextet.
Yeah, it says that on the inside too. It's kind of cool.
Okay, cool.
Well, no, it's not. I don't know.
I've only listened to, so when I've streamed it, I don't think I've ever actually got to. I just listened to like the first few songs, and those songs. I mean, that record's awesome.
No, it's great. Today and Tomorrow, McCoy Tyner. I mean, it's got some great tunes on it too, like Night in Tunisia and Autumn Leaves.
Mm-hmm.
You know, so you know what those are, which is cool. And then it's just McCoy's awesome treatment of it. Love it. This one belonged to Billy Taylor, apparently, who's a jazz pianist great. And it's let's see here. Too much junk on my records. So it's a white label promo. You can see it.
That's cool.
Yeah. Kind of neat. And Mike tried to buy it. Wife beat him to it.
Yeah. Yeah. So I bid on that on eBay because these things never come up, or they come up infrequently.
Yeah.
So I was watching that for like 4, 5, 6 days, and then I dropped a bid that was pretty not. I don't know. It was $80, but the record goes for 200. The cheapest one right now in Discogs is 200 for one that's an early pressing. Actually, any U.S. pressing, the cheapest one right now is $200.
Really?
So I threw a bid out for 80. If I got it, great, but I got outbid. And Chris's wife ended up getting it, and then that's how Chris has that.
It's funny because the only reason she knew about it is because we were talking about it, I don't know, a week ago or whatever, right? And she's like, "What record is it?" I told her, I was like, "You're never gonna find it." Yeah.
What's the
cool.
catalog? What's the catalog? If that was, what did I say? 74?
63, you said, I think.
Hold on, am I totally? Oh yeah, sorry.
63.
63, 64, released in 64. So that catalog number is what? It's stereo, so it's AS- what?
No, this is mono, bro.
Oh, cool. Okay,
It's
so
mono. It's A63.
63. Okay, so that's cool.
Mono.
Yeah, very nice.
I would take a stereo too, though. That'd be cool.
I would take any copy.
Yeah, it's great. I love it. I mean, I just randomly listened to it one day. Maybe I should do that more. That's an interesting topic, right? Whoa, Rachel's here.
Hey, how's it going?
Let me find the.
Rachel, we're testing things out here.
There we are.
We're just having fun.
Absolutely. Definitely join us if you can, Rachel. That'd be awesome.
Yeah. Rachel, I have your new video queued up. I'm going to watch it tonight.
Hey, Mick. Welcome aboard. So if you want to join us, obviously you can. We put the StreamYard link in the chat.
Hey, can we wrench people? Can we wrench Rachel?
If I knew how to do that, yes. Maybe she can join and tell us.
Yeah, maybe we can get a 101.
Please teach us how to use stuff. I did notice it was like an interesting delay. If you look at YouTube, it's super distracting.
Hold on. I'm on my Mike Parenti account. Let me go to Jazz Bums. Maybe with that I can give some wrenches out.
Nice.
Okay, let's see. It's interesting that there's a delay. It seems like there is maybe a 5-second delay.
Yeah, something like that.
Maybe even more.
Probably.
Okay, let's see if I can do this. Go to channel.
Maybe I'm smart.
Put user in timeout. Hide user. Add moderator.
Yep.
Is that wrench?
Yeah.
Did I just wrench her up?
Well, I don't know.
I can't tell. I may have just given her full access to her channel.
That's fine. Trust Rachel. I'm refreshing that window to see.
That's right.
Oh, there she is. I just have to click add to stream because I'm dumb. And
okay, so you got to use your down below. That's what you want. That's what you want. All right. Because otherwise, you get too crammed together.
You got like half a face.
Yeah.
How's it going?
I'm doing well. So what you want to do when you who's the master of ceremonies? Is it Chris or Mike?
Chris.
Okay, Chris, if you're the master of ceremonies, if we're on your channel that we're running, then what you want to do is open up another browser. Mm-hmm. Also, there's you and Mike and Felipe as a triple threat for the Jazz Bumps. And what you can do with the thing, and it's free, you can nominate a deputy with pretty much the same powers that you have, Chris. So either you could toss a coin and make it either Mike, or because we're just doing a test here, or I get the sense that you guys are just getting it. So what you can do is you can create yourself another co-administrator, and they can bring people up and shift things around. Like if you drag me on, click on me, you can drag me up where Mike is, or, if you have a guest come on, if you guys decide at some point you're going to interview somebody, all three Jazz Bums could be here and you could be interviewing different people.
That's cool.
And so what you want to do, Chris, is so you can give that, what you do is you give it a name of something, call it Jazz Bums. and then send Mike's an email. You know, Mike's email. Just send me an email or Felipe, and they'll get, because you can only do one that's free, and then after that, if you get two people, they have to pay for it. Unfortunately,
for StreamYard.
For StreamYard.
Do you have
like but even with it being free like this, you can still nominate someone as your co-administrator, and it takes a lot of pressure off you. So they can actually, right from where they are, block people and do all sorts of stuff. To give the wrenches out, what you want to do, Chris, is open up YouTube. So you've got StreamYard going, you've got YouTube going, you get the volume on YouTube right down and off. Yeah. Then when you say, for example, you got Arizona Mick out there, who's absolutely fantastic guy. So you got with Mick, you got 3 dots by his name. You click on those 3 dots, and then on YouTube, but not in StreamYard, but on YouTube, the whole series of options will come up, including go to his channel, block him, and make him a moderator. And what you want to do is select the make a moderator option.
Got it. That. That's cool.
Okay.
What does that do?
What does the moderator do?
Yeah.
Well, once you guys start riding this animal for a bit, doing live streams, it becomes a regular part of the Jazz Bums persona, part of your structure for your channel. You're going to get the porn bots coming in. Somebody may come in right now, even because I'm on, and they may do some anti-transsexual thing, or, you know, you get all sorts of crazy people out there. And so then it allows you to control that and say, all right, buddy, we're going to time you out. Think about what you just said. We won't ban you outright, but you can think about what you've done.
Yeah.
Or you can actually just out and out block people. So that's why I do the wrenches. And also it cuts down on impersonators. So somebody could come in here and they could go, hey, it's me. It's Rachel. Goes, oh, Rachel's here. Hang on, Rachel. Do you want to come up today's show? Help us out. And then I go, yeah, let me up. And you don't see me. You just got the thing. Then you click on me and suddenly I'm behind scenes. Now you would look in behind, you could possibly see, but if I chose to, I might just use a familiar avatar, right? So then I could go, let's see, how would I do that? I go stop the.
Oh.
She's showing us.
I think is she still on the channel and just stopped her video?
I think so, yeah. She's trying to figure it out. Hey, Ed. Hey, Mick. Thanks for joining us. It's awesome. I think we reached both of you. Let's see. Definitely did, Mick. I'm going to add Ed here.
Now, I can't see the comments in the chat. So, like, when you elevate them to be on screen.
You can't see the comments? Oh, so we got to get.
No.
Okay.
Well, number one, I'm, like, logged in as a guest, so I definitely need to sign up for this. But I think because I'm not an admin.
Yeah, like that.
I only see our private chat.
All right, let me invite her again real quick.
Okay.
There we go. Yeah, we'll figure that out. I think we need to probably get a subscription.
Yep. Maybe I can sign up.
Because, you know, I think you're limited on how much like recording you could do. Where did Felipe go? Yeah, where's Felipe? Mike, are we going to answer that question?
We have to figure it out. It's a.
We're hoping he'll get a notification on his phone wherever he is, and then freak out and join us.
He's probably streaming us right now.
Yeah, probably. That's funny.
Probably driving somewhere.
I hope Rachel can get back on.
I'm going to try to sign up for StreamYard in another browser.
Yeah.
I'm sure this is extremely interesting for the handful of people that are watching.
That's me.
Okay. Rachel, I think, are you muted?
Okay, yeah, just that.
That's fun.
I'll sign up for StreamYard later.
Yeah.
I feel like this computer isn't powerful enough to do multiple tasks.
That's fair. Echo, yeah.
I'll be right back. I'm going to go get another drink.
Bring me one. Nope. Rachel is having some difficulty there with the echo. And reviews. What's your name? I don't think we've met. If you want to tell us your first name.
Let's see. Yeah, I could definitely see the benefit of having 2 monitors for this.
Oh, for sure.
This way you can have the chat going and then the StreamYard going at the same time.
A warm wrench, yeah. You're welcome. Okay.
Cool.
So I am struggling to remember how to use this thing just to find the invite link. It's hilarious. I'm sure after you do this a few times, like Rachel does, then we figure it out.
Yeah.
Hello.
Welcome. All right. So guys who are watching, this is our first stream, so this is kind of a test. And we were just chatting with Rachel a little bit. I think she's going to try to come back up.
Yeah.
There's some technical difficulties.
Yep.
But yeah, we'll show some records as well. Chris just got a sweet Impulse McCoy Tyner record. That's pretty rare. I mean,
you want to look at it again?
Yeah, let's look at it again. And
okay.
Can you show the promo label?
Yeah, for sure. So it's Today and Tomorrow by McCoy Tyner on Impulse, which is cool.
Yep.
And then yeah, it's a which this is the only one of these I have. I haven't seen a promo Impulse before, so that's kind of cool.
Yep. Yeah.
Yeah. But if y'all didn't hear the story, and maybe if you did, then tell us and we'll not tell it again. But me, Mike, and my wife fought for this on eBay, apparently, unbeknownst to them. Yeah.
Yeah. Did not realize that I was bidding against Chris's wife, but I think there were some other people involved too.
Yeah.
And it went up. It went up. I mean, it was a fair deal for sure.
Cass.
Hey. All right. You sound good.
All right. I killed everything. So this is the only thing going. So this is good. So when you get an old screen, as you know, you get YouTube going, it sits on top and it echoes like no tomorrow. Yeah. So the big news here is you got the wrench thing going, Chris. So that's the main thing. And even while we're doing this, you can go, if you go into your, and in fact, if you open up another StreamYard right now, you can send an email right now to Mike and make him your assistant, because it can be undone. You can make swap out Mike and swap in Felipe anytime you want. And
is it worth getting a subscription to it? I mean, do you have one?
You guys got it. Here's my thing. You get 6 people up with the thing on. You get, I think, 20 free hours a month. If you think you're going to go over that, for me, I'd stream every day. Right. So for me, it's worth it. And so the 10 people is nice, but 10 people a maximum is horrible as a show. There's just simply too many people. And so I'm really happy when I'm limited to about 6 people is a nice thing on my show. You very seldom do you see it where with the whole screen you got 9 or 10 people max on it. Anyway, so it's working well, and you got everybody divided up like this, which is the main thing, moving things around. But you can drag on me and move me up where Mike is just to get
Did you move Rachel up to where I'm at, Chris?
Like that. You see, just giving you power over the thing. Nice. And you've got 3 little windows there. You'll see and it's like the third one where it gives you the best perspective, like we've got this angle now. But you don't necessarily have to have me here in this what I call the co-pilot spot.
No, it's fine. But, I thought this is interesting too.
Yeah, you can do that when you're bringing in something. You can also share down below. You can share the screen, and also Mike and I can also share the screen and bring up information. So, say we're trying to talk something. Hey, listen, guys. There's a new Blue Note out. I want you to take a look at it. Hang on, I got a link for you. And then I can just go click share and then we can all sit back and discuss what we're looking at as a
collective. We recorded our last video using StreamYard too. It seemed to work pretty well.
Yeah. It seems like we can get a higher video quality with StreamYard than what we were using Zoom, basically.
Oh, Zoom is great. And this thing's Zoom's good. I like the StreamYard. It's just so freaking effortless. And I liked it for doing videos, but I realized that it has a different what's the word? Kind of analytic, or part of the algorithms. And so YouTube treats it differently. So it helps for your hours when you're looking for monetization and stuff to keep doing the old-timey videos. I discovered that the hard way. I'm still not able to monetize, even though my numbers are like huge numbers, right? And we're getting lots of hours watched and all that. Because I'm competitive. I'm punching above my weight. So there's bigger channels out there. But I'm watching when people are talking about what their kind of hours they're doing and stuff. I go, I got that beat.
You're pushing 2,000 now, right? Subs?
I'm about 300 away, in all honesty, from it. But once you get around that, that figuratively speaking, 300 viewers is not a big deal. It's not an impossible number to get.
Right.
Yeah.
And it's not all about that. I'm aware of that. I know it's not all about subs and all that sort of thing. But don't all of us want to reach extend your reach and get more people engaged and doing this stuff? It's fun, right?
Yeah, well, one of the things we noticed is like when we put out a video around Coltrane's Tone Poet, that's our best video. So we were just thinking like, well, we should just do like Miles Davis Kind of Blue and just like jack up the numbers because that's what people want to see.
Well, it's also what's topical. It's also what's topical will get in. So if you can ride the crest of a wave, if you've got 5 big channels out there talking Coltrane, and so Fremer's out there doing something on it, Michael 45. In the bass club, is a small channel, but it's such a nice guy, Steve. I've tried to send him over here. I hope he comes by and watches you, or gets on board with you.
Yeah, I've heard you mention that channel before. So
yeah, he's a really knowledgeable, sweet, very intelligent, highly intelligent guy.
Do you know who's been really engaging with us is Andy from Next Play Records?
Oh, yeah. Now, that's the youngest of the Mitchell brothers. So there's Zach. He was on my program today. He was the guy with the hardware store. I don't know if you had a chance to watch it. That's his older brother. Then there's Luke, the middle brother, and Andy. And Andy was a AAA ball player for the Baltimore Orioles farm system.
Okay.
And, hey, Jim. And he's such a nice guy. All 3 of them are great. And Donna Jo's their mom, and she actually draws because they're young men. And John, so their mom's young too. Donna Jo's like not much older than me, and probably younger than me. But anyway, they're wonderful, and Donna Jo's just lovely. And so Andy is, like Mick says, great. Andy's great. Yeah. So the only unsolicited advice I can give you as moderators or as people with this kind of thing, interact with your people. Those are your life's blood, the audience. They'll have questions for you. There's a psychology that occurs when you guys are the people on camera. They're going to be, hey, guys on camera, look, I'm a living human. Can you talk to me? And then you'll, hey there, little jazz character out there. You like records, do you? Well, I sure do. Well, then you go, okay, pal. And then you get to know everybody. The other thing to watch out for is you will get penis bandits. These are people that are naked or they're seriously. And so you watch in behind and don't ever allow anybody. This is what I was trying to, where I got myself an edit audio avatar. Okay, let's go done. Now I think I can just stop my camera. See, I did both last time. Oh, here it is. I go down here. It's been so long since I've done this. So if I go like this, and you just see me, so say you see Rachel's Ghost out in the peanut gallery.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And then I'm about to come on with you guys. I go, hey, Jazz Bums, is Rachel. Let me up. And you go, Rachel's here. Come on, Rach. And then you see, but I'm like this. Then suddenly I can come on, hey, like they're quiet. Hey, Rachel's kind of quiet, not saying anything. And so now I'm up because you've only seen me in this farm behind. Now I'm suddenly up. Boom. And you go, holy shit, there's some guy, he's naked, running. Oh my God, hang on. And you're all hands on deck trying to go, oh, I'm so sorry, everyone. And then if someone was malicious towards you, they could actually use that moment to show it to YouTube. So these guys are porn merchants. Get rid of them, block them, you'll lose your account. Oh, that's kind of what happened.
You got burned by that.
I got burned with a guy that was actually an avatar. Like, you got Harry here, right? So he's got records, great little avatar. But this person had like a coitus, a sexually explicit avatar. I couldn't tell quite what it was in the because it was so small, and then I brought it up to kind of say, "What the hell am I looking at?" Oh, okay, all right, get the hell of you, get out of here. And then they use that moment themselves when it was up there to go, "This is porn." And that's
great advice. The last thing we want to do is build up something and then lose it. I mean,
exactly.
So there's no coming back from that, huh?
There is, thank God. Well, not on this channel. I mean, you could argue it and you could fight it, and it, there's a time delay where that's all worked out with YouTube as they go through. But so I have to be really careful. And I got to tell you, I love Stunt Rock Confusion, but I think in part it was some of the because Stunty would come on. He's French, he's avant-garde, and he has he likes the toilet humor. So he'll show some really explicit stuff just by way, and I have to watch him all the time. He'll show an album, oh, Rachel, hang on, I got an album for you. And then the next, no, don't, Stunty, no, don't choose that one.
So now,
Harry, how very kind of you to say.
What is that album you were just showing us?
That's a henching. This is a little Dutch boy. I got a bunch of these that were given free in a box. Take them, they're free. He's a little Dutch boy from the 1960s. Ended up running into some alcohol problems and this sort of thing. Full-grown adult, born about 1956, so he's a couple of years older than me. But he was a big thing in Europe. He had a big song called Mama. So Michael 45 knows who he is. A lot of our European, and it became kind of a running gag on my show where I do the hand chaser. I've got these Bing Crosbys that were in the same thing. Old time, and I just bring them up for a tired old joke. People kind of laugh.
I know that.
How's that record sound? Have you spun it yet?
I've never played them. I've never played a single.
Hilarious.
Well, I saw the Polydor label. I asked because those old Polydors sound very good.
Yeah.
Do it's possible? This is, and I've got different versions of this or these. Like it's a Polydor. Some are, and I've got about 5 of them now. It's just kind of funny.
How can Cindy run a pressing plant and yet have such poor video and audio on the stream?
I know.
Well, I think he streams through his phone, is what I'm guessing.
He does, and he does, and Fred Putterman. Fred's really an interesting guy. Fred, of course, Vinyl Community College.
Yep.
Fred is really idiosyncratic, highly intelligent, highly intelligent guy, but he's persnickety. Like he goes, I don't like this Beatles talk. Oh, Rachel, this is boring me. I'm getting out of here. Or you may show some jazz. He goes, oh, that's so milk toasty jazz. I can't stand that. And you go, why is this guy being so truculent and difficult? But it's not. It's just he's got. He doesn't suffer fools gladly. He likes what he likes. He doesn't like what he doesn't like.
Well,
but he's fascinating guy. Really smart.
I try to be honest on the videos as well. Like it's easy to say you like everything, right?
Yeah,
It sounds great, you like it. But sometimes I don't like it, and other people do, and I just need to say, like, look, I don't like it. I'm not going to buy it, or I don't. I regret getting it. So I do appreciate that, he's frank with what he likes, what he doesn't like.
Yeah, and he doesn't care about the subscriber thing, but he has an aesthetic. So he's got a nice camera, and he's interested in depth, field of depth, and depth of field, and we'll blur this out a bit. And, so he's a very particular guy. But
I got into Fred. He kind of stirred the pot with the Jazz Shepherd a little bit. You probably remember.
Huge stirring the pot. It wasn't even a little stirring the pot. He massively stirred the pot. And the blowback surprised him, I think. He was a bit surprised by the blowout. Well,
what was interesting, that aside, that got me interested in his channel. And when I was watching him, he had a lot of literature that he was talking about Coltrane, and I was chatting in the Peanut Gallery, and he pulled out a book and went through what outtakes there were in the Coltrane, and if that could be what they were going to do for the Tone Poet. So he has I don't know, I felt like was very informative. Like his
he is
channel.
informative and he knows his stuff. Coltrane, he's a bit of a running expert on his. He's working on his PhD dissertation, and he is under literature, the that metric. He's an English lit guy, but it's African American focus. So he's interested in the Black experience as it comes, not only within the context of music, but also literature. And so he's extremely well read, as you might imagine, working on your PhD in lit, English lit. Very well read guy. And I find him absolutely wonderful to engage. Really good guy.
Ed's got a great point here. So he's talking with the Shepherd riff was hilarious, as if there's only avant-garde or jazz. So what's funny about it is, those two kind of had an argument from the 80s and 90s, right? The jazz war, where the traditionalists were on one side of the thing, like Wynton Marsalis, and then the free jazz guys or whatever were on the other side. And I think in this argument, the jazz shepherd's kind of on the traditional side, and Fred was taking the avant-garde side of things. So it's kind of interesting.
And never underestimate the human being's ability to find an aspect of someone's personality that they don't like, a quirk, an aspect of someone's personality. And Fred's very quick-minded that way. He's very perceptive on that. Jazz Shepherd's a smart guy, and he knows his stuff. But there's things Fred is not afraid. If he sees something, he'll go, "What's that?" He'll poke that aspect of the personality that he finds troubling or bothering to him, and he'll address it. Where most of us would go, "Oh shit, I'm not opening that. I'm not going near that." It's like Moly Moly Mole on Austin Powers, Another thing, when you're letting people up, like Harry, we know because he's got a channel. In general, guys, if you don't know the person, even if they seem like they're nice and they're behaving themselves, unless you know them, and generally if they've got a channel, because that's when you're held accountable, don't bring them up on.
Yeah, it seems like your kind of rule of thumb is if you have a channel and if you have content that's music related, right?
Yeah, we'll bring you up.
I hope you don't mind me jumping in. I just thought I would say hello and give you a little chance to play around.
You have a beautiful collection behind you there.
StreamYard, thanks. You were mentioned earlier that you weren't afraid to say you didn't like something, and that's kind of why I wanted to pop in here. I've made my mind up that I'm not ever going to say, "Oh, I don't like that band" or "I don't like that record," because there's people I like, and I don't want to hear people put down the things I like. So rather than not, I just don't say anything.
I don't either. Like if you watch all my videos, and unfortunately I had quite a resume on the old channel. That's never been my thing to go, I hate this, or to do, and some people can do that
because everybody likes something different.
Well, I think so. Two points to that. I feel like we use our criticism to then, like we were talking about, what was it, David Brubeck, and there was a record we didn't like, but then we use that to talk about the albums we do like, and Paul Desmond, and all the kind of the stuff that we appreciate, but this record isn't our favorite type thing. So,
well, I'm okay with saying you don't like a particular record, but I would never do it about an artist.
Sure.
And then I do feel like Michael Fremer, for example, people, I've heard people criticize him saying like, well, whenever he reviews a record, it's always very good. And then I've heard him say like, well, I don't really want to tank like a company. Like if it's a small label putting something out, like they don't need me going out and saying like, don't buy this record. But if I find something that's really great, then I'm going to promote it. So he kind of just, I feel like, navigates to where the good is. And
I don't know who this Wax guy is, but you need to kick him out.
He's trouble. Yeah,
wrench Rob up. Get Rob wrenched up.
Whatever you do, don't sub that guy.
Anyway, I feel like we tried to do it in a way that's not we hope we don't offend anybody. But like we're being honest about something that's coming out. Like
no, you can be absolutely, and you can afford to be honest. Harry's talking more about just the attitude of stuff. You'll see people discussing something. You'll see some sweet little soul come on who's very shy and they're having a hard time, and this is their first time on camera and they're all nervous. They're with people and they go, I really am a fan of this young Hentye. And then suddenly you're going to get that Go away with that, you crap. And then you'll see them, and they're just panic, and their little souls are crushed.
I'm going to
tell you a true story. I'm telling tales out of class. But I was in conversation with Block Sonic Wafers. That's Robert, Block Sonic Wafers. Super nice guy. Sub him up if you're not. He's in the kind of southeast corridor of Tennessee. Absolute great guy. And he's passionate about music. So he was showing something. I don't know what it was on my live stream. And everybody was shitting on him. Like they were going, this is crap. This is garbage. And he was really hurt. He goes, well, I don't think I'll ever do that again. I go, no, Robert, it's okay. That's just the way they are. But I wish they weren't like that. But it's the way it goes. And there is sometimes there's fun ribbing. Like when the way Wax and I go at each other, it's pure because we know each other, right? And there's real comedy in there. But and this is the thing, like we were talking this morning about the political thing. Like some people, I can't stand Ted Nugent, I can't listen. Even with that, I don't mind, even though I disagree with Bruce Springsteen politically, but that's Harry's guy. Bruce Springsteen's Harry's guy. He loves Bruce. I've got Bruce Springsteen in my collection. And every time I don't have Born to Run, I got to get the damn album because I love that, Hungry Heart. Left his wife and kid in Baltimore. Jackie went out for a ride, never came back. I just love that. And of course, Bruce Springsteen, very powerfully, a day after John Lennon died, Bruce Springsteen had to do a concert. And he did a tribute to John Lennon in his concert. It was beautiful. I got chills listening to it. Bruce Springsteen performed. The radio actually kind of said Bruce Springsteen was playing tonight live. He stopped the concert for a few words about John Lennon was shot in New York City last night, sort of thing.
Something like, it's hard to go on tonight after what just occurred. He says, but I'm here to do a job and you're here to see me do it, or something like that.
If you don't see that,
I think he dedicated John. Sorry, Chris, go ahead.
Okay. For Bruce Springsteen, I've got a live box that came out. I don't know, it was huge. It was like in the early 80s, probably.
I think I have that. Yeah.
75 to 85.
Yeah. It's great. It was cheap. I got it for like $15
awesome.
and $half, and it's just great. So I've recommended that to a bunch of people that were looking to get into Springsteen.
But Rachel, I do know that people who are right of center do not appreciate Bruce's kind of political contributions, but also love his music, and it's somewhat difficult. Like some people just.
You got to make the separate. You don't have to, but I choose to make the separation. So now, because I am, like me personally, I mean, I really am right of center. So if I see Eric Clapton, this guy,
I'm tired of being.
Okay, you guys don't know who this is. What he's doing is a guy named Invisible Ray. I do not even like giving that guy any attention whatsoever, but he's done attack videos just because he thinks it's funny, because I'm transgender. So he does attack videos on transgender. And then also because I'm a quarter Native American, visibly so, he's done things where, Will Sampson, the actor from One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest, because you're transgendered, so you're nuts. And therefore you're an Indian, you're a big, insane Indian. And, I get the humor in it. But also because ultimately it doesn't really bother me. But then they go after my wife and all this stuff, and it just got crazy out there. And it's one of the big things is that when you do start a live stream, because it's immediate and because it's so free and accessible, you open yourself up to far more criticism than when the camera's static. You're just doing your video. You're going, "Hi, I'm Jerry, and I got a record to show." And then you finish the thing, and then there's no engagement. This thing is more immediate because
immediate feedback,
and immediate, and if you can poke and get a reaction right away. And of course, people do you've seen I go off, wax on off.
It pays to have a quick wit on the live stream for sure. You can definitely see it. That's definitely a huge tool.
Well, that's why Wax is. You couldn't get anybody better to help you out if you guys are if you got that kind of personality.
I only came up here to talk to Felipe. Where is he?
Yeah,
we don't know. He's missing.
I got a problem here. I want him to look at.
I think I have a crack.
I do
Anyway,
have a
Rob,
newbie question for Rob.
This is great.
He's gonna
that you
freak
guys are
out.
doing this.
Rob, what is the origin of the boomer scalper?
Well, it's funny you say that.
Probably me.
Interesting.
No. Okay, so it's come full circle. I went thrifting and I found a sealed record. And normally I can track with my phone. I can look it up and find out what it is and if it's worth buying. From what it looked like, I thought, it's probably a video game soundtrack. I did an image search, couldn't find anything. So I posted it on my Instagram. Nick Rudeau said, hey, I belong to a video game vinyl collectors group on Facebook. It's like the world's tallest midget group. And so he goes, join and ask those guys. They'll tell you what it is. I joined. Automatically, they started criticizing my post. Well, it's sealed. Open it up. And I go, well, I don't want to open it up. I sell records, and I feel like it'll keep its value sealed. We don't take kindly to sealed records around here. I would never buy. I go, well, I'm not selling it. And then they started attacking me, and one guy was going after me good. So I messaged him, hey, you're a dick. And I said, you've probably been a dick your whole life, but I tend to voice to text. And it kind of came off sounding maybe like go kill yourself, which it did not. But he said,
That's
why
the way I
telling me?
perceived it when you sent it.
Hey, Harry, go kill yourself. So the guy messaged, I go, dude, you're a huge dick. I didn't tell you to kill yourself. You're a dick. So he told the moderator, the person whose group it is, and automatically I was kicked off, which I was fine with because they were all dicks. And I did go after the moderator and go, and the guy kind of bragged, I've been kicked off of this group 4 times. I don't care if you get me kicked off. It wasn't worth it to me, but out of spite, and none of them were helpful. None of them knew what it was. None of them said, oh, it's probably coming out later this year. Somehow on Twitter, I found that the guy who created it was, what was it, Rachel? It was,
what, the record in question?
Yeah, it was the soundtrack to...
It's Call of Duty. It's
Call of Duty Black Ops. It was one of them, double disc. The guy who created it in March had tweeted it, shown the cover, shown the inner sleeves, but not the vinyl. So out of spite, I took all the time, because I had the inner sleeves with all the credits, and I entered it all into Discogs and created a post. These morons found it and started posting pictures of me. I created the Boomer Scalper video out of spite. There's one where there's a part where I'm doing the drink and I go like this. They posted that picture as one of the pictures of the records in Discogs and just started trying to get it taken down and started attacking me in Discogs. Thank God for Discogs, where those guys got kicked off of Discogs, which I can't imagine is easy to do. And they kept my post.
Okay.
And I listed
if I got kicked off Discogs, I'd jump off my roof face first.
Right.
I can't imagine re-entering my collection.
Oh my god!
A couple of them got kicked off of Discogs. They kept my album, but they took down the pictures I got from the tweet with the inner sleeves. They just took my.
You have to have your own photos on Discogs.
Right. So they kept mine up. I put it on eBay too, and I was getting offers anywhere from 40 to 250. And I was keeping it up out of spite. But yesterday, someone offered me a lot of money for it.
Oh, I heard you mentioning this. Yeah.
And I had to go.
And he wouldn't tell us what the figure was.
Well, the call of that Bill Evans. Here's what's funny. Before I went into that thrift store, I go, I wonder how many albums I need to sell to get that Bill Evans box. Turns out I didn't need to sell that many.
Wow.
Okay, now the Bill Evans box, what's it going for? What's the price? This is a Riverside collection.
$900 bucks.
Yeah.
900.
Now, I did not sell it for 900. I will say that. I did sell another album for like 3 something. So
between the 2 albums, you're good to go. You're getting the Bill Evans.
the boomer scalper wins. Don't fuck with the boomer scalper.
Yeah, that's the lesson for all of us.
And the boomer scalper will live on.
Well, I will say,
you.
in terms of communities, the video gaming community and the record collecting community are two like serious. Like to combine those into one group, I could see how like that.
Well, okay, let's step back for a second. There is a percentage of the vinyl collectors who are certifiably lunatics.
Yeah.
All of the video game vinyl collectors
certifiable lunatics.
are all of them, 100%.
They're obsessed for sure. Like that is, I mean, you get that much money for that.
Well, but there were a few cool people I were communicating with. I can't say that, and they were going, "Yeah, a lot of these guys are idiots." And one guy I really would like to sell it to, but this guy and the guy who bought it was kind of cool. He goes, "I don't know if there's a market for this, but I really like the soundtrack," so he bought it. So that's good for him.
So, are you relevant to our channel? You're getting the box set.
Well, here's a boomer scalper issue with buying the box set.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
The problem with acoustic sounds is if you buy a record that meets the threshold for free shipping, and it's a pre-order, they still charge you for shipping.
Yep.
So I'm going to call them up and go, "Look, I'm buying a $900 box set.
Yeah.
You still going to charge me for shipping?"
I agree. Like Sam Records is putting out the Lester Young record, and it's on pre-order right now, but I don't want to pay the extra shipping. So I'm just going to wait till.
No. Go the Ingroove. He has copies right now. Go buy it right now.
The Lester Young with the 10-inch?
Yep.
Because I got that like a month ago from Sam Records.
Yeah.
Did it give you a 10-inch? Yeah, just go buy from the Ingroove because it meets his threshold for free shipping.
Okay, yeah, no.
Absolutely true. Sue and I we tune in on every Boomer Scalper. Sue goes, the last Boomer Scalper is so short. Sue, so I asked Wax about, he goes, well, tell him what you told me, Wax.
But I was walking and I saw a penny on the ground and I go, well, should I pick it up? Boomer Scalper was.
Oh, yeah.
That's
I
right.
just recorded myself picking it up.
Was it
It's pretty sad. It's pretty sad when you have to ask your fake made up alter ego if you should do something.
Wax, there's so many great videos. Like you could do this
religion
MoFi thing,
because
the MoFi thing is really taken off. You could do a Boomer Scalper reaction to MoFi. Like maybe Boomer Scalper's watching. You could show yourself watching an in-group video, and go, hey, and you're having, oh, he seems friendly, like.
But I did do.
You go from there.
I did do one because when I said, "Ooh, I like that," I don't like that. I put up the Michael Jackson.
Yeah, that's what you do. I like that. There you go. Yeah.
Well,
was it that you liked it, or you were like, "I need it and I want it"?
I need it. I want it. Yeah.
Because I say that to myself, and I go, "What would the move?" I did find something interesting today.
Ooh, what's this?
You never slow down. It's amazing with you. Stan Roker test pressing.
Ricker. So Stan Ricker was the guy. He did the original MoFis. He mastered the original.
Yeah, even I know the name.
So this is the thing about this is only one disc from a 2-disc set, and it was done. It was pressed at QRP.
Yeah.
For Sundays. Rachel, you like this artist a lot.
And I also like Sundays as a label, or as a distributor. Sundays records are great.
Well, but I don't know that any of their records were pressed at QRP within the recent history. Maybe a long time ago.
Yeah, I'm not sure where they're.
Who do you think? Who do you think this is a test pressing of?
Test pressing LP. Okay, so it's an artist I like. What genre?
Artist you like from a 2? It's only one disc, but it's a 2-disc album.
Yeah.
You consider him probably the best
Bob Dylan.
Yeah.
Bob Dylan.
This is
Bob Dylan. Wow. And you know how I know that? Because Sundays is pressing or is distributing Bob Dylan's catalog.
But this is 180 gram test pressing, and I don't even know if they even put out this album. It's
Blonde on Blonde.
No, it's self-portrait.
Oh, self-portrait. Okay. Also a later album. It's generally criticized a bit, but I like it.
It's Rob, what do you have to pay for that, or don't you want to say?
I didn't pay a lot, but I'm probably going to sell it. I'm going to clean it up and listen to it.
You have so many record stores around you that it's like heaven.
Well, you know what? Here's the thing about it. There are a lot of record stores, but I have to go to all of them just to. I probably went to 4 or 5 places today.
But what a hoot that is. I mean, how much fun is that? Like, I went out just the other day, and I was just to go out into a store and flip through. It's like, and I'm budgeting. You know, I'm on a budget. Boy, oh boy.
Okay, well, in my local record store that I went to last, where I get my shipping boxes from, because I get their stuff. So this was $1.
Yeah. What Birds one is that? Just self-titled? What do we got here?
Yeah,
that was a later reunion.
Yeah, 73. The cover's in really good shape. But it was $1. This was $1.
Oh wow! Cover, what year is that? Do you know?
The cover, but the record's not great. But the cover and the inner sleeve is.
And like you got the little goat heel in there.
Did it have the insert?
Yeah, you want your goat head insert.
Yeah, no, I'm not. It's $1. What do you think?
All right. Well, we're not angry. We're just pointing.
Rob, I was watching. I think you were on a live stream, and you were saying how you found the big bamboo with the paper in it.
That's amazing.
So ever since then, when I find those, I look for that paper. I used to just skip through. I'm gonna if you like, I'm gonna give you a tip to get into selling records. So I start learning there's certain ones because Patrick knows way more than me. Like if he sees something, he buys it because
he's brilliant. Yeah.
If usually you can get that big bamboo with the paper for $10 to $15. It sells on eBay for $30 plus, easy. So
I just found.
And everybody says, "Oh, I rolled a joint with it." I don't believe them.
Papers. No papers.
But I did get jazz. I did get jazz records for myself. This is a 2. I don't have much of these Verve 2-fers.
Gene Hammond, Sonny Stitt. That's on Verve. Okay.
Yeah, but it's
to maximize the jazz record.
The one you want to get from them is Boss Tenors, plural, right?
Hold on, Wax. Now these jazz bumps are new to the whole StreamYard experience. Do you want to show them what's on the back of that?
Okay.
It's the metal one.
But this is the 2 other ones they did, like the Boss Tenors in Orbit, and they did a live Boss Tenors album. So, but awesome. these are like OG Verbs.
Nice.
Oh, that's cool.
Very cool.
Yeah, and then another 2-fer.
Nice.
Oh, nice. Was that Riverside?
Demonstration. This is these are usually the green label Prestige.
Oh, that's right.
But these or the milestone.
Milestone. Yeah.
Milestone, yeah.
Okay, and then the last jazz one is I went to a store who had a bunch of these, but I don't have any of his. I always hear you should pick it up when you find them. But I figure I'd go with the best of his just to try and get in.
Lonnie Liston Smith.
Yeah.
I don't have any of this stuff yet.
Yeah, so we'll see if I like him. If not, it will be sold.
I'll be right back. The last couple of days I've been digging, and I found 2 records. I'll go grab them.
Yeah, and I have something I'm sending to. I am sending something to Mike. So
a year ago, I may have had 2 or 3 jazz records, but watching all these live streams and listening to everybody, I've really gotten into it and probably.
I mean, I understand if someone doesn't like. I understand if someone doesn't like jazz, but the way these remastering and the way they're re-recorded, it's just so nice to listen to these albums. You know?
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
So you've been picking stuff up.
I prefer the jazz guitarist over most of the saxophones and trumpets. And
who do you like on guitar?
All right, so I got 2 records here. This first one I got today. This has been sitting at a record store I've been going to for like 6 months. And I got Lou Donaldson's Blues Walk from the Classic series. And I usually don't go for the bluesy jazz, but that really blew me away. So I saw this. It's Van Gelder stamped, but on the blue label from 72, I think. I'm sorry, the Black Bee label. And what's cool about this is it has Grant Green and then Babyface Willett on organ.
Yeah,
And Baby Bullet died pretty young, so I thought that was cool that
I believe the story goes is that Lou Donaldson, he was introduced to him and he goes, you gotta play with me. And I think Lou Donaldson got Babyface Willette his record deal with Blue Note.
Oh wow.
Oh, right. Very cool.
Because I think he did the same thing with not Lonnie Liston Smith, Lonnie Smith.
Lonnie
Okay.
Smith's amazing.
Lou Donaldson.
Yeah.
Because Lou Donaldson was like the moneymaker for Blue Note, right? He had a huge hit with Lonnie Smith. I forget what it is, but he was like the big moneymaker.
We got that yesterday. It's a double album with a single sleeve, but it's also a actual promo label.
Oh, cool.
Oh, cool.
Fantasy.
It was
Kenny
just
Burrell, very nice.
yeah, it was his birthday the other day. I think he's like 94.
It's a sad story about him. You know the situation he's in?
Yeah, he's not mentally all there.
Yeah, he's almost homeless and being evicted, medical issues.
They raised a lot of money. I think his
Yeah.
young wife took a lot. He was living in a high rise on Wilshire here, not far up from where I live.
Yeah, the homeowners association kicked him out.
Yeah.
Or trying to.
Who are you talking about? I missed it.
Kenny
Burrell.
Burrell.
Oh, are you serious? That's awful.
He's I would say he's my favorite guitar, like jazz guitarist or guitarist in general.
Now, who else should I listen to if I like him? Because I really like him a lot.
Actually, you
I
know what you should listen? Harry, those contemporary reissue series that are coming out.
Yeah.
The Barney Castle records are good. I think you would like them.
That's a good recommendation.
Yeah, right now, the poll winners is like $21 on Amazon right now.
And then I found this yesterday. I got this kind of blind. It's a new jazz, and it was $20, and I was like, new jazz for $20. I don't care what it is, I'm buying it. I mean, it's just great. And so this is Johnny Hammond Smith, and he's an organ player. I think this is his first lead record. The problem is this record is extremely dirty. It looks clean, but it takes up my stylus. So I need to. I don't have an ultrasonic. I just have a.
All right. So, well, you know what? When you send me that album cover, send me that, and I'll clean it for you.
Really? You have an ultrasonic? Felipe
I have a DY. I bought a DYI ultrasonic that I think is great for like $200.
Chris,
and it works
don't
perfect.
you have something like that, Chris?
Yeah, I do. I have the exact same one, probably.
Yeah. Here.
Yeah, it's great. Yeah,
I'm about to clean record.
Similar to that. Yeah.
Maybe I should invest in one because this is not the first old jazz record that cakes up my stylus. Like this is just
okay. So what are you using? I mean, you can't play it. You got to clean it. So what are you using to clean it?
So this weekend I'm going to do a spin clean session. So basically, I have like this Chinese made spin clean. It's the same thing. It's just cheaper.
I just use a fingernail brush. I swear to God, I just use it with the soap and the water, and we've got very soft water, so I don't want to hear any about CALR and detoxify your water. I put it on and I scrub it down and it's clean in place. I have no problem.
What do you scrub it with?
A fingernail brush. That's all I use.
Rachel said she rubs peanut butter all over it and has her dog lick it off.
I do not use
this is something else. Wasn't talking about her record, Rob.
It like ruined my stylus. It was pretty bad.
But I mean, like with a dirty record, no, I don't want to. I wouldn't want to play.
You know, my guy. If you type in like the cashback. So I went through one of these cashback sites, bought it through this Chinese company, and they distribute. I think through Houston. It took 2 days. I paid less than $200.
Yep.
My heating element burned out, but after 2 records, it all heats up the water just through the process anyway. So
I ordered a Humming Guru and it's coming from China, so I don't know when I'll get it.
Yeah, nice. I looked at the price for the Humming Guru. That's only like $350, right?
Did you
look at it's $100 shipping.
Did you look at the reviews? Did you?
Patrick has one.
Okay.
He loves it.
And I have a record doctor, which I'm going to just sell once I get the Humming Guru.
Yeah.
Maybe I'll offer it up on here to somebody because I still have original box and everything for it.
I wonder about the one like you have, Wax. Do you fill it up with like 8 records at a time? Do you trust that?
No. I tried doing. I can't do 8 records. I have the smaller version.
Okay.
It comes with enough to technically do 2, but
Okay.
I just do 1 record at a time. It's fine.
Yeah, the one I've got came with enough to do like 6 or 7, and I've done 6 or 7. I don't know how good it's cleaning them though.
Well,
but I'm kind of anal, so I spin clean them before I actually put them in there usually.
Do you have a magnifying glass at all, Chris, where you can look at your stylus under a magnifying glass just to see what kind of crud's on there? I've done that, and every now and then I just take a look to see what kind of health it's in.
Well,
I mean, it makes a big difference in the sound.
Thanks, Matthew.
So I've tried lots of different things where I did my old cleaning process before I used it, or even after to get the stuff off. So when I went to the record show, one of my videos, I interview that guy that Fremer loves. What's his face? And
yeah, Fremer recommended that guy, and I didn't like.
So I did take part of what he said to do. So what he says to do is he has an alcohol, water, distilled water solution that I put in a spray bottle. Yeah. So I wipe my records off with a micro cloth.
Sure.
And then I spray the solution on it. Then I run it through the ultrasonic for anywhere from 10 to 20 minutes, depending on how dirty it is. Yeah. And then I put it in a rack to dry, and that works. For me, it works.
Patrick, Vinyl Archivist, he's got his own system. Elliot Cruz, who was with us just a short while ago, hope you're still with us. Elliot, if you're not, it's our loss. But Elliot also has got his own hooch. He's got his own home brewed mix that he's done. And Fred Putterman, actually, Vinyl Community College is the channel. He incorporated kind of part of Elliot's system.
He has an ultrasonic.
His own. Yeah, he's got an ultrasonic, but the mixture, the alcohol-based or whatever it is, that cleaning agent is Elliot's recipe.
Yeah, I bought the cleaning agent. I bought the cleaning agent right when it was banned in Europe. So I'm killing somebody.
The guy that you were talking about that was at the audio show, that
Crumbus.
Yeah, right. Crumbus. He said that the thing that turned me off of his machine was he recommended using his cleaning, whatever it is, and he says it'll do 400 records per bottle, but it's $90 a bottle.
Oof. But it's his thing. He's going to recommend his thing, Harry.
Right,
and Harry, I mean, how many cars have you bought and gotten the undercoating?
None.
Yeah.
It used to be a valuable thing because it depends where you live. Depending on the amount of salt on the roads and stuff, it can really it can make a difference. It'll because all that salt when the snow comes and the salt and you're getting a lot of that. That'll beat the hell. And if you go into the prairies or those colder climates where they get a lot of snow, we don't get a lot here in the Pacific Northwest. But where in those places that do, you see that a lot of times you'll see a lot of body rot in those cars out there.
Yeah, I've always looked when I bought a used car to see where it's lived. Michigan, not so much.
Yeah, there you go.
That'll coming out of somewhere where it was flooded.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It snows a lot here in Santa Monica. It snows a lot here.
Oh, yeah, it snows a lot here in Fort Worth, too. Well, it did like a year and a half ago.
No, Fort Worth. Come on.
Oh, my God.
Every time they have the Super Bowl there, it snows or ice storms.
Yeah, and people die.
Hey, folks, if you're not subscribed, Record Collector News, everybody should be subscribed. He just started. He's got his first video he did up and running. He's so natural in front of the camera. He's a really good communicator. I highly recommend. His name's Jim, and he's a super nice guy. And I encourage everybody if you're not subscribed to him, definitely consider subscribing.
I picked up his magazines at a place called Turntable Treasures in Tacoma.
Oh, cool.
I heard Ed
so you ran this product there?
Ed Topo cleans records with beans, I heard. Like the beans you put on toast.
Has anybody ever used the wood glue method? I don't know anybody who's ever done that.
No, I have.
Flemmer has a video on that.
No, I did it. I've done it.
Is it good?
I had a Dave Brubeck timeout.
Pete, Pete well.
Yeah, and you know what? it does kind of. I mean, it kind of works, but it's stupid. It takes too long.
Fremer used like a product that it wasn't wood glue, but it was something for record cleaning, and it was the same like adhesive.
Same idea.
Yeah,
where you totally coat the thing and lift it
and
off.
you let it sit for a little bit.
Hey, you know, if you watch my video for Audiophile USA, please leave a nice comment because Mark, he let me come in there and film all that stuff. So
that was a cool video.
That was a cool video.
Yeah. Well, I needed to put it up sooner, but I had to travel and all this stuff, but the reaction to
it. Your videos. Like what software do you use to put your videos together?
I do this process where I shoot it on my camera, but I transfer it to film. Then I transfer it back to digital. No, I have an iPad Pro, and I use the iMovie on there.
Oh, wow, nice.
It's so. Here's what's so funny. It's so easy to do this shit, and I do it half-assedly. I'm amazed that it kind of looks sort of professional. I type in free use music, so that's the music I use, and I shot such haphazard video. So I shot all this footage of me walking down the aisles, and I go, "How's this gonna look good?" And I just broke him up, from room to room as we went. So,
I tested that video. It didn't test well.
It did. No, it didn't.
I like your boomer scalper.
What's the story on the Batgirl movie? I asked you if you tested it, but you said no. But
no. Well, so whenever you hear weird shit, my experience is it didn't test well. Why in a million years? Because here's how a movie's financed. Warner Brothers did not pay $90 million to make that movie. They have partners, right? And actually, they go to banks to get loans. It's not like they have a vault full of money. So typically, a big budget movie is you probably have 5 entities that come in to finance the movie. That is separate from the marketing budget, which they have other companies that come in and finance. So when they say they're taking a tax write-off, it seems fishy to me because Warner Brothers didn't pay all that. Plus, it's an incestual spend. So Warner Brothers now it's a vertical integration. So Warner Brothers has all their platforms, right? So they pay themselves to, when they're marketing it, the ads run on all Warner Brothers platforms. They're paying themselves to market the movie, right? So it's such a weird financial way that, and so when they're saying they're taking a write-off on it, which means they can't release it, seems very odd to me.
Why it's almost done? Why wouldn't they just release it straight to video?
Here's why, because they feel it'll do. Oh, sorry. Go ahead, Wax.
Well, so here's one thing I would believe. They had a set budget. They had a budget for reshoots. They exhausted all the money they had for reshoots. So now they tested it, and it's testing horribly, right?
It did, yeah.
Which is still not a reason to not release a film, because you can market a movie into being a hit even though it sucks.
Yeah, at least that.
But I do believe the movie was unplayable. It just didn't work.
They got some real problems. Warner Brothers got real problems. It's the political age in which we live. It is a political story, whether you like it or not. It's a political story. Well, here's the deal. They've got a new head over there. I forget the guy's name, but they've got a new head of everything over there. He's also in charge of same thing, CNN. They're telling CNN, you guys cannot run your show the way you're doing it. You're hemorrhaging. Go ahead.
Well, okay, so my thought is this guy from Discovery is a bean count. There are 2 types of executives in Hollywood. There are executives that come from the financial world. They have no creative experience, or they're managers of talent. So when you see a studio head, they either have the good relationships with the talent, or they're bean counters. Like Tom Rothman, who runs Sony, comes from the financial background. He's fooled himself into thinking he has an artistic background.
They've got a guy. He's got a tough job because Warner Brothers is hemorrhaging. Warner Brothers does not have the same pockets that Disney has. So with their movies, they've got to be a lot more careful with what they're doing. They felt that it would irreparably harm the brand as released as it was. They're also pulling Supergirl because these characters, because of there is a reinvention of a lot of these old characters that people are familiar with, right? And so this is where some of that goes in. They aren't making the money. This thing's filled with comic books, right? Old-timey hardbound. So I'm a nerd from way back as a kid collecting them. So I know and I still watch the channels that talk about these superheroes and the like and what's happening. So DC has not had very good luck with their movies. Marvel has, but Marvel is running into trouble too with certain of their titles. When you get into their second and third tier characters, like the Eternals did not do well for them.
I gave up on the superhero movies.
Well, I mean, here's my knowledge. The problem that Discovery dude brought in this guy Alan Horn, who used to run Warner Brothers 15 years ago. So it's not like the decisions that are going to be made there are going to be hugely different because they brought Alan Horn back. Secondly, they were doing well creatively with the animated DC titles.
The animated universe has been very successful for them.
Right. But the problem is the creative people entrusted the live action to the wrong people. Technically, I think the guy they brought in, they moved up to be head of the film was part of the DC thing. So he's been rose.
Ominously,
but again, they also shelved a partially made Scooby-Doo sequel. So that has nothing to do with it.
Ruh-roh.
I just think that, I think the movie just was a horribly made movie.
Well, they're also having trouble with Supergirl. Supergirl is very likely going to be canned as well, which they were.
I was looking forward to seeing the Super Dog, the Super Cat, and the Super Monkey.
Yeah, the Super Pets film.
That's already out in theaters.
Now the other issue too is DC went and changed on their homepage. So there's a lot of they are trimming. This guy's coming in with a big swath saying there are going to be changes, heads will roll. And what he's doing as well is they changed the name of the company from DC Comics on the page. The comics part is out. And there is some talk that DC Comics, or DC as it currently stands, will not be publishing the comics. There was some talk that we're going to bring Todd McFarlane in to kind of revamp the whole thing. McFarlane's a crazy man in and of himself. He's very interesting, dynamic. Balls the big, the size of basketball. He's an interesting guy, but not the easiest guy to work with. But he has vision. And
he put out the Beatles figures, remember?
Yeah, he did.
In the late 90s?
He absolutely did do that. So McFarlane's really good. That was the whole idea because
always comes around to the Beatles.
Well, yeah, that's right. That's a massive statement.
I'll be right back.
All right, Wax.
Listen, Mike, are you guys Beatles fans too, or are you just strictly jazz?
No, not strictly jazz. I got a bunch of stuff. I wouldn't say I'm a huge Beatles guy, but I've got 3 or 4 of their records.
Yeah, I'm mostly jazz. I really focus on that, but I do have some Beatles records. And I did pass a white album today, and I think they wanted $20 for it. And it looked like it was in decent condition, and it had the number on the front. I'm certain it was an American, issue of it. But I just didn't know enough about it if it was a good price or not.
That's a good price. If it's playable and it sounds good, that's a good price.
Yeah, I definitely need a white album. That's something that.
Yeah, it's a great album. The white album's fantastic.
And that I heard is the one album that the Beatles produced themselves. I don't know if you guys that George Martin.
The white album? No, George Martin's in on that. George Martin's all over that. He's got the production credit on it.
George Martin pretty much produced everything.
But
up until Let It Be, and he even produced that, but they rejected his press on it.
Okay, maybe
and then Glenn Johns took over, and then they rejected Glenn Johns, which they should have done, because it's horrible. And then they got in Phil Spector, who was left over with the scraps to sell.
Now, was the White Album the first album they did after Brian died, or was that?
It's going to be either that or Magical Mystery. No, Magical Mystery Tour.
Because that would make sense with what he's saying about they produced himself. In other words, they were they had no manager at the time. Yeah. And
Yeah,
Brian
manager's
really
out
controlled their lot. I mean, did everything for them.
Record Collector News is asking, any jazz bums into Zappa?
I am
That's
not.
a hard one for me.
You got Zappa stuff, don't you, Mike?
I do. I not inherited. My father gifted like his Jeff Beck and Zappa albums to me, but I'm missing the ones there. I do want to get Freak Out. I feel like that's a pretty cool one, and then I would like to get the Mothers as well. But I haven't really dove into it, head first. But it's something I am interested in.
I have probably 6 or 8 different albums, but I listen to them. I put them away. It's not something that pull out all the time.
Yeah, I don't have any Zappa at all. It's one of those kind of big gaps in the collection. XTC, on the other hand, George Borden being discussed. Nick Pantazzi had a chance to watch George. George's a super good guy, a very dynamic personality, interesting guy. XTC, I got everything but one. I don't have Sonic Sunspot, but I got all their other stuff. Sonic Sunspot under their Dukes of Stratosphere imprint. But yeah,
I've got 2 or 3 of their records too.
Yeah, XTC is fantastic. I got everything. I love those guys.
So, Rach, I've got to think about this. I had a record for you the other day that I listened to and just screamed, Rachel needs to listen to this, and she's not that into jazz. But now I've forgotten what it was, so I'm going to have to think about that.
But was it in your collection? Or you just
yeah, it's in my collection. I just can't remember what
jazz record?
Huh? Yeah, it was a jazz record. It's like a jazz rock record, though.
Wait till you get to my age, and you're going to say something, and 30 seconds later, it's gone.
I got a record for you, though. Speaking of jazz guitar. Let's see here.
That's one of us has got a pup.
So this is another Barney Kessel record that I enjoy a lot. It's contemporary Latin rhythms. It's on Reprise, which I guess was Frank Sinatra's label, right, Mike?
Yep, he founded it.
Yeah. So anyway, this is really cool. It's interesting because it's like bossa nova sounding stuff from like 1962 or whatever.
Oh, that's the kind of stuff I like. I might have to look for that one.
I just kicked myself from the stream accidentally. Sorry. I'm back.
Welcome back.
Hey, thank you for letting me up. I've got to head out, but thank you for letting me join in.
Well, thanks for coming up.
Thanks so much for being on the show.
Okay.
Okay.
Harry, if you
Bye-bye,
find Felipe,
everybody.
let him know the stream's on.
Where is Felipe? He's not
Hey,
even
don't
like.
forget tomorrow the auction, 3:00. I'll be selling 45s.
Oh yeah, Harry, you're over there tomorrow too, helping out.
Yeah.
All right.
Awesome.
Okay. Ciao.
Bundle in the jungle.
So there's an auction tomorrow.
3 p.m. Pacific, 6 p.m. Eastern.
Rob, you're in on it.
Yeah, I'm selling.
Okay. Is it
I
your
have
channel?
I have good stuff.
Okay.
Now remember to be relaxed, Rob, when you do it. You get so serious when you're doing your auctioning. Here, Patrick, can we have the full 30-second countdown? You're selling the Musketeers. Please, can we just keep it to 15 seconds?
Hey, here's what I'm going to do.
All right.
Buy this fucking record, you morons.
There you go. Yeah. There you go.
Upside down.
It doesn't really matter at this point in the sale.
Yeah.
Rob, so I need your address for.
Yeah, I'll send it. Yeah, it's 1222 Leave Me Alone Lane.
Yeah.
Leave me.
I'll send it to you. I'll send it because I have that. Actually, the cover of that ballads is really nice. The record is
Does it skip? I mean, we'll play through.
It
honestly,
skip.
Rob, it doesn't matter.
It's just crunch. It's just crunchy.
I'll be happy just to add it to my Impulse spine.
No, it's not. I did find an Impulse record at Amoeba that was cheap, or an OG of this guy, but it was a lot of for a jazz record. There was a lot. I was listening to it on my phone. There was a lot of narration, which seemed odd.
Oh wait, was this an Impulse record?
Is it?
Yeah.
I think I know which one you're talking about.
Does it have the weird? Does it have an Asian guy on the cover?
Well,
my buddy actually played this for me last weekend.
It's
I
like
think I know the record you're talking about.
People are all kind of crazy. And then
That's
I go, well, maybe
Chris has got. I like how he's got everything so convenient. He just leans over in the chair and grabs what he wants. I like that. That is good.
I don't know where it's at now.
I'm more curious. I'm more curious to match the wall, the thing on the wall, that if it's the floor, you can bounce on it. Can you get up and walk around, please?
What do you mean? What are you talking about?
What are you trying to do to him?
You have the planets and stuff in the background. It's like
it's full gravity here. Yeah.
I found a Chico Hamilton El Chico Impulse Van Gelder, great condition, $25, but I left it because I streamed it and he kept playing this wood block on like the corner notes throughout the record.
No,
and
dude. I have a ton of Impulse Chico Hamilton, and I just found the best. There's several best ofs, but it's the Impulse best of, and that double disc I found it for $7 mint.
Yeah,
it's awesome. I love it.
I have the Pharaoh Sanders one you recently picked up.
Well, see, now I'm in a dilemma with the one that's a quad. That thing goes for some money. Yeah. But I am selling the Alice Coltrane one. Yeah. But the Village, that one is great. It's really ironic. When I went back east, I go, I'd like to get some more Pharoah Sanders, and I found the best of Pharoah Sanders.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was a good run for you.
So where do you get most of the stuff you sell, Rob?
Well, like today, I went out. I'll show you. I just went to a thrift place. I found this mint English bead, and I found this Pat Benatar. And this one, I don't think anyone will buy on the stream, but this goes for some money. This was like from the early 2018.
Oh,
I don't even know. They're like indie rock, and it's a white vinyl.
Are you familiar with that pipe image?
Huh?
Are you familiar with the pipe image on the cover? Is that recognizable? So that's a famous like French surrealist painter, and under it says, "This is not a pipe," and it's supposed to be.
Oh yeah, say Nepal pipe. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm almost positive their reference is more probably marijuana.
Yeah, the same thing.
So estate sales, thrift stores, yard sales, record stores too.
I still picture you freaking the hell out of anybody you show up at their house and all in black when they know, and they go, it's the estate sale, and then they go, no, there's no estate here, and then you look and you go, oh, there will be. I'll be back in a week.
No, Rachel, you've missed an opportunity for comment gold, so I'll give it to you right now.
Go ahead.
I knock at the door and I go, what's going on? Mom's dead?
Renee Magritte. Yeah, Magritte's very famous. Is Magritte the guy with the apples? Magritte with the the big Granny Smiths all over the place?
I don't know.
I'm not sure. That pipe one is
I knock at the door and I go,
Magritte apple. I guess I've got to know, right? Magritte apple.
And they go, who are you? And I go, Pantazzi, Nick Pantazzi.
Okay, hang on. Magritte apple. I'm sure it's the guy with the bowler and it's Magritte. Okay, I know it. And Ooh La La is also Magritte. Okay, yeah, I'll show you. Here's where. Oh, hold on, Julie London.
Oh, it's a great album.
I'm probably going to be selling this.
Careful with the fingers there, Waxed. You're having a little too much fun with Julie.
Hey now.
Selling that.
All right. Holy smokes.
That's an underrated album, that Frank.
Which one?
The Frank Sinatra one. I mean, they're both very good. But
I have OGs of both of these. Well, I have the same one. I just picked it up.
Cool.
I mean, this is an OG. I'm going to sell this.
What is that?
That's Credence.
Credence.
Oh, okay.
I have that. Just going to sell this.
Is that a big money record, that Nirvana one?
In the condition it's in, I'd sell it. These go for money, so I'm probably not going to sell these.
Oh, right.
These are what I found back east. I have a couple copies of this.
Yeah.
So I'll probably sell those.
Interesting.
So those were from my hump back east. I found a lot of good stuff. So.
That's cool.
Yeah.
I've sold a couple of things on Discog just because I had like dupes or whatever. So that's been cool. But
it's funny how it goes in ebbs and flows. I'll sell a lot on Discogs and then it dies.
Wax, what about Cha-Cha-Cha Records?
Just like Warner Brothers, I believe those will be a good tax write-off.
Boy, oh boy.
Well, Mike, what else have you gotten lately? Anything else new?
Yeah, well, it's all in my office. I'll pull them. They're pretty cool.
Okay. You already put them up?
Hold on.
That was fast. So do you have like a pile of stuff you haven't listened to yet that's like waiting to be listened to and then filed away in your collection?
Yeah, I have a sealed here. I have to do a video opening of it.
I got some heat. So I've been really trying to expand my impulse collection.
All right.
So these are kind of all recent acquisitions, but this is Art Blakey on impulse, and it's like Wayne Shorter, Lee Morgan, I think Curtis Fuller. I mean, killer Jazz Messenger lineup on this one.
I hate to say it, but I got that on CD. That's the thing with me. I got all my jazz on, most of my jazz is on CD. I got a few legit albums.
It's on the original Wagon Wheel, so that's cool.
Yeah, isn't it a great label? I love that label.
And then I got both Freddie Hubbard's. So he put out 2 records on Impulse. This one's The Body and the Soul. This one is better reviewed, but I actually like this one this next one I'll show you. But this one again has a really killer lineup on it.
Freddie Hubbard's awesome.
Let's see if it says here. Wayne Shorter, Freddie Hubbard, Julius Watkins, Joe Jones, Curtis Fuller, Eric Dolphy. I mean, dream lineup on this.
That's
pretty cool. And then this one, I think I like this one better. It's more fiery. It's less ballady, if that's a word. But it's called The Artistry of Freddie Hubbard. And it just sounds great. The cover's really cool, too. It's on that second black Impulse label. And then finally, to round out the Impulse, I bid on this and nobody else bid on it. And I got it for pretty cheap. This is 3 for Shep, Marion Brown. Oh. So this is like a successor to 4 for Train, which was a Archie Shep record that he wrote with kind of not a similar looking cover, but it's Coltrane and Archie Shep on the cover. And so this is 3 for Shep. So I haven't listened to this one just yet, but yeah, I got it for a very good deal.
Well, it's funny that so I got that Alice Coltrane Impulse, but it's a Superior Viaduct for $20 at Amoeba, but that they did a version of that, and that goes for a lot of money.
You did 3 for Shep?
3. I saw a Superior Viaduct 3 for Shep. It was going for $50 at Amoeba.
Oh wow!
Even the reissue, because they just haven't reissued it. I was looking to get that one.
Yeah, I sampled it on like Spotify, but I haven't played it just yet. I mean, it's pretty out there, so I need to not annoy my wife with it when I play it. So
here's the Chico Hamilton on Impulse.
Greatest hits? Oh, cool.
Yeah, it's a black.
Yeah, a couple greatest hits on Impulse.
He's wearing a cape.
He always wears capes.
Yeah. He's awesome.
So here's the sealed record. I got to do an opening video, and I want to listen to it.
Now that the second record on that is Hubtones, that's an all analog Hubtones.
Well, they both have come out since these series were unreleased, but since then both these records have been issued.
Yeah,
but, that's a great.
I have a few of those. They're great and they're cheap.
I've been trying to get this. Like I won it on eBay, and then the person goes, I tried to mail it and it got sent back to me, and I just go, just refund my money, crazy person.
Yeah.
But when I was back east, I found this sealed, so
that's really cool.
Yeah, that's nice.
Okay, Jazz Bumps, I guess I should take this opportunity to get the heck out of here in a lot. Just before Wax shows that one, I want to thank you for having me on. Congratulations on a really good stream. You got a lot of people watching, and things are going good.
Well, thank you.
That's the thing. You're off and running, guys. Great channel. I'm glad I'm subscribed.
Thank you for all your support.
I know both of you. And of course, our beloved Felipe, who could not be with us today. Wax, behave yourself. Don't go too hard tonight. I'll need your bright-eyed and bushy-tailed tomorrow morning. All right, everybody. That's my bet. I'm out of here.
Bye, Rach.
Bye. I heard a rumor that I'm starting right now that Felipe's still tied to a tree. So
I think so. Yeah.
You know, we're texting him. He's like completely silent. Is he working tonight? Is he doing like a late shift?
I think he's driving to Miami, isn't he?
Oh, okay.
But he usually contacts us and we talk to him the whole time.
Oh, that's a CTI Milt Jackson?
yeah, I'm selling
Sunflowers? I heard that's a good record.
We accidentally went to the forbidden layout for a second there.
It's a later one. What I found out is Van Gelder did. This is a Van Gelder. Van Gelder did a lot of the CTIs, probably most of them.
Yep.
The later ones don't have his stamp, but it says his initials in the dead wax. Those are still at probably the same plates. So this is a Van Gelder. It's a later issue of it.
Mm-hmm.
I already have. This isn't the gatefold, so I have the original gatefold. So
okay, is that going up for auction tomorrow?
Yes.
Okay. Cool.
So yes, I love this CTI. I've filled out my Freddie Hubbard. I have all the Freddie Hubbard CTI records now,
including. Doesn't he have red clay? I know that's like one of the most desirable.
Red clay is probably the best one. There, you can get Straight Life is still. I think it's either Pure Pleasure or Speaker's Corner has issued it. Yep. That you can still get. Here's one. This is this one, I believe, are outtakes from all the other albums.
Yeah, I think you're right. It's a good one, though. I love that record.
It's a good one. So, and then on my trip, I got the two I didn't have.
Nice.
So, I think there are 6 or 7 in total that he did.
Something like that, yeah.
Yeah. I have not dove into CTI too hard just yet, but I will at some point.
I have Red Clay is a must own.
It is 100%.
I have the CD of it, but you know I found an OG because Red Clay Org did a version of it, but those Org titles
isn't that a double 45?
Orgs is, but I found an OG for $40. That sounds beautiful. So
yeah, I was thinking about getting it, and then I waited, and then it sold out. So
the Org one, yeah, too.
Yeah.
Those Org ones, you know, if you sleep on them, because the one album I wanted to get was the Sonny Rollins, The Bridge, the Org one, and they did. I Vinyl Me Please did a pressing. I think it was the same one. They just did a blue variant.
Okay.
But I was able to get because Bernie Grubman did them, so I was able to get that.
Nice. How does that sound?
Beautiful.
I saw it for $60. I think it was $60, and I ended up passing on it. But that's definitely one I'd like to. It was. I don't know if it was original, but
that's what I spent.
RCA Victor. Oh, you did. Okay.
Yeah. Well, you know what you can get now for is those Japanese. They reopened the Sony plant in Japan, and they've been issuing ones. So Bridge is one of them. You could get that version.
Is that Mike is showing those, but those black Obi strips?
Right. So I didn't buy from him. I bought it directly from Japan. Is the Barney Weiland one, which is really good. It's a live album with Kenny. Barney Weiland is a French saxophonist, but his dad was American and went to France.
Oh. Okay,
that's why he has like an American name.
Yeah,
he became quite popular when all the Americans went over to Europe to start playing, and he hooked up with Miles Davis, and he's on the that soundtrack. You know the.
The Miles one. Yeah,
the Miles one. He's on that. Yeah. I have a lot of. I have the Sam Records Barney Weiland. Highly recommend that.
That's sold out, unfortunately.
Barney, and there's one There's a Barney Weiland one that's a needle drop that just came out, Mosaic, which is his voyage. He has a couple of avant-garde albums.
Yeah.
But
yeah.
Here's an album I highly recommend getting.
Hold on. Which
it's
one?
It's my first music on vinyl.
Okay.
So they're doing these reissues of Timeless, which was I think an 80s jazz label, 70s, 80s.
Oh wow. That's awesome.
I had a chance to. I'm not trying to be a Bill Evans completist. There's a live album they put out as part of this, but it's a bad recording. But this Archie Shepp record, it's a double record, is amazing.
Who's on that? Is
so
that Horace Parlan?
Horace Parlan.
Oh wow.
He did a lot. There's some. I'm collecting steeplechase records.
Yeah.
Archie Shepp did like 3 or 4 steeplechase records with Horace Parlan.
Yeah.
I haven't bought any of those.
I just passed on one of them and I'm regretting it. And I have him with it's a red cover and it's him with
No, there. Well, see, it's what's his face? The guy who used to own Classic Records. He was auctioning them off.
Michael Hobson. Yes. Yeah, I'm bidding on those.
Don't bid. Go to Amazon. They're still in print. Those were those audiophile prints, but they're very good recordings. You can buy all those for $30 brand new in the current issue.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah. Just go to Amazon. Has them all. I have them in my cart, where I haven't pulled the trigger. But the most popular, I'll tell you right, the one I want to get and people say is the best of them too. They only made 700 of them, so I highly recommend getting this. Go stream it.
I'll check it out.
Black Ballad. Go stream it before you listen. Don't ever listen to me.
Am I able to share my screen, Chris?
Probably not.
Oh,
we'll have to fix that. The Rev's joined us though, and he's had some really interesting comments. Like he said, he's happy with the rock titles music on vinyl. He was skeptical, been great. I've got 5 or 6 of the records, and I like every single one of them. They're all digital, but still MoFi, so like who cares?
Here, I'll share in the comments. Can I share in the comments?
Yeah.
No, I don't know if I was wrenched.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. That I just shared. That's the Steeplechase Archie Shepp Horace Parlan album that people say you should get.
Yeah, that's the one I passed up on.
Well, it's there for $29. Go order it there.
Oh, right. And it is Steeplechase, like an official Steeplechase.
No, it's a proper Steeplechase issue. I've heard some things because you could get all those Chet Baker ones too. They're available.
So the 2 Steeplechase I have a Chet Baker one where he's like sitting on a rock.
Is that good?
Yeah, they're both good, and Chet sings on it, so it's pretty excellent. And he's older.
It's not hit. Yeah. No, I want to. I mean, I'm buying this Bill Evans box, but I do want to. I don't want to. I have to start whittling down, but I would like those Steeplechase records, the Chet Bakers.
I'm gonna grab the 2 that I have. I'll be right back.
And the Archie.
You're just going to cost me money being on the stream, Rob.
Right?
You're just costing me money. I said you're just costing me money being here. Like, I didn't even know these existed. That's awesome. $30. They sound good.
Well, I don't have any of them, but from what I'm reading, Discogs is always the best place to go to see what people are saying about the pressings, because I always feel like.
Okay. So this is Niels Henning, Orsted Peterson, and Archie Shepp. This is Looking at Bird. This is good. Really cool.
It is. Is that an OG or the current pressing?
This is OG. OG.
Here, I'll give you a good cheap tip. Inner City used to get the rights to release those Steeplechase records. So sometimes they're Inner City.
Yep. And then this is Daybreak, the Chet Baker trio. And this, he sings on some of the tracks, and it sounds beautiful. And he's obviously older, but he's so like battered and like worn and like.
Oh yeah, I love his later stuff, man. It's great.
It's so good. It really is. And now these are starting to go up in value.
Mm-hmm.
Well, but you can get the current pressing of. I think it's like a 2018 pressing
Okay.
that's still in print.
Yeah.
Yeah, I need to get one of them. Yeah, the one that I wanted that Hobson put up, it was a green cover. It was Archie Shep, I think. Who was it?
I looked. They're all in my cart on Amazon. Just go look for them. I've talked about how I do this. Right now, I have 163 albums in my cart on Amazon, and I have the Honey extension, so I get a notification when any of them drop in price.
Oh wow, that's cool.
Hey, did you get the Ornette Coleman contemporary box, that blue box?
Yes, I have it right here.
That's on Amazon right now for $53. It dropped again.
Oh wow, that's a good price.
Yeah,
because those, even the Tone Poet one isn't selling well.
No,
I saw it was 53 in the Amazon warehouse where people have returned it, and I've had hit and miss. Like I got the Grant Green Latin bit sealed from the warehouse for $22, but there were creases in the cover, which is
I bought both of those boxes, and I do not like the Blue Note one that much.
No, I would only want the Jackie McLean. Technically, the one album is the Jackie McLean album. Is that good?
Yeah, it's really good.
I wish they would.
I like the Golden Circle stuff too, but the rest of it's too much for me.
Yeah,
like those two Golden Circle. Are they called Golden Circle? Is that right, Mike?
Yeah, volume. Yeah, yep, volume 1 and 2.
Those are good. Those are pretty good. They're weird, but they're good. But the ones where he's like playing violin and like his kids playing the drums and shit, that's just a bridge too far for me.
Yeah, I just want the Jackie McLean album.
It's a good one.
I just wish they would re-release Riverside Bill Evans. I know that obviously AP is doing it, but they're doing it in such a like inconvenient way for me because I just want a few of the records. And
I want all of them. What's wrong with having all of them?
Yes, all of them.
Get the shell out $900 at once.
Well, here's the thing. I have all of them in either an OJC form or the twofers I've gotten.
Yeah.
But when I get that box, I'm just gonna sell off my OJCs and my twofers.
Are those OJCs?
You don't have a 33 copy?
What's that?
Huh?
So you don't want to have a 33 copy in case you don't feel like flipping it?
No, I don't want to flip it.
For $900, you can flip that mother all the time.
I'm not talking about that. I'm saying the 45 or 45, so you got to flip the records twice as much.
Well, okay. Here's what I'm going to say when I'm flipping those 45s. Fuck you, millennials, video game soundtrack people. I'm going to have the play.
It's a boomer scalper moment every time you flip one.
But
I don't mind getting.
Oh, sorry.
Go ahead.
No, go ahead.
I was just going to say, so I'm like, I feel like those Bill Evans really aren't out there on Riverside. I mean, there are some OJCs, but those are like, I think like all sold out now. And they go, I was at a swap the other day and somebody was selling it's the one where he's in front of his curtain window, looking out in his apartment. It's a yellow cover. It's an early one.
Well, now here, I'll tell you this. Let me see if I can find it.
There's an OJC because and they wanted like $700.
Where were you when I sold it at the last auction? Because I found a copy of it.
It's like My Conception or something, maybe. And then also Thelonious Monk on Riverside is some of the best Monk, and that is not available, which is crazy.
Well, they're probably going to be doing that stuff. But let me see if I can.
I mean, there's plenty of stuff out there now to keep us busy, but I feel like those are two big gaps.
Which box set is an heirloom, Rev?
I do. You know what? I have an OG Monk on Riverside that I'm selling.
Oh, right. Keep an eye out.
You want to see it? It's it's in good shape.
Oh, no, you're gonna give me a middle finger.
No.
I think my internet might be going out a little bit.
I think Felipe is going to kill us.
I'm not.
We should not keep this up, by the way, just because we didn't tell the guys that we were.
No, of course.
I mean, I can show you like higher price stuff I'm selling. I have the sealed
box set. That makes sense.
I have the sealed Mingus. It's 3 of his Atlantic stuff.
Okay.
I have this classic records version of this Horace Perlone.
Ooh, I may be interested in that one.
Yep.
That's cool.
the one thing I'll lower the price without the fees from where I'm selling it. So let me see if I can find the Monk.
Okay.
I like the Rev's idea here, Mike. Just go drive an Uber for a month, and you can get a side hustle so you can buy the box.
Rev, are you getting that box?
Oh man, God, it's so expensive.
I'm
The
not
only
getting
thing I don't like about that box.
I don't want the whole box. I just want like 3 or 4 records.
I want the whole box, but I don't like the sleeves they're putting it in. They're not in those.
I don't like that either. I don't like it either.
But I mean, when Chad was talking about it, he said if we put them in the gatefold jackets, the box would be 6 feet wide or whatever. So.
Oh, that's a great one. Is that
cool.
OJC? Oh no, it's not.
No, it's somehow my camera turns everything blue-green. So this is
black.
I think this is like third pressing.
Yeah.
No, this is original deep groove.
Yeah.
Well, I think I might be waiting to put my bids in on that one.
No, I'm not selling this on the thing.
Oh, bummer.
No, I'm selling. No, the price for this is not the crowd who comes to the auctions.
Right.
Okay.
I would call this.
Now, why are you selling that? Because you want to put it in a fund for something else?
Well, yeah, I was trying to save up to buy like the box, but I had the good string of luck,
Yeah.
I might end up keeping it, but this goes for good money.
And the cover is ridiculous.
Well, you know what? This was supposed to be reissued in Record Store Day this year, and and then it got canceled, and they never announced that it was coming out. It was supposed to be a good reissue of it. I think on colored vinyl. You can go look it up, but then it got canceled and never re-announced. That's why I was selling
a mess. Yeah.
Well, it's better Horace Parlin records. I don't have any where he's a leader. Do you have any Parlin records that he's the leader on, Mike?
Nope.
No. Well, I technically have 2 copies of that classic records. That's why I'm selling one. But technically, I have the Blue Note, Booker Irvin, the reissue series, right?
Mm-hmm.
Technically, those are both not Booker Irvin albums.
Interesting.
One is the Horace Perlon. That's why I had a copy of the Horace Perlon, a DMM 80s one I sold. Because that, one of those Booker Irvin, he's a sideman, and it's really a Horace Perlon album.
Interesting.
But that I had 3 copies of that Booker Irvin, and I sold 2 of them.
Yeah.
So I have. Org UK is doing the Monk. Did they re-announce it's coming out?
I think he's asking if Org is in the UK.
Yeah.
There's two different companies of Org. I never understand which is which.
Yeah, I don't even know. I think one of them might even not exist anymore. I don't know.
See, that's why these things, I don't understand why more people don't get them.
Did you see our video
all about it, man?
We made a video on Twofer.
But I made a video. Yeah. These 2 records, the originals of each of these go for hundreds of dollars. Yes. I bought this for $7 at Record Safari.
I mean, look at that lineup. Donald Byrd, Pepper Adams, Gigi Grice. I mean, that's awesome. Crazy.
Yeah, but the funny thing is, usually these are Donald Byrd albums, but sometimes, like I have a bunch of the Eric Dolphy ones, but they're really not Eric Dolphy album. One is a Mal Waldron album that he's a sideman on.
Right.
I have a Sam Rivers Blue Note reissue, and the second album is actually an Andrew Hill record that he's a sideman on.
Yeah. Right. That's the funny thing about them.
Also, that Sam Rivers Twofer is the most out there record I have. It is ridiculous. I can't. It's hard to listen to.
No, that's I'm selling a Sam Rivers ECM record.
Oh, great.
That's pretty. So this is a great. I want more Yusuf Lateef on Impulse.
Yeah.
But
this
is
the Atlantic stuff.
One of his. This is probably his best Impulse record. Next, there's a live album he did, live at Pepe's. That's really good. So
very cool.
Monk.
Yep.
Here's one I could
What is
these
that?
ones
Elvin
that
Jones?
yeah. It basically it's Coltrane without Coltrane, right? But when they just put these stereo stickers off because they had too many mono.
That's cool.
Okay, so here's one I probably won't get rid of. I think
I've got that.
Yeah.
Right, but is this? I'm never straight if this is both Village Vanguard and Waltz for Debbie.
It is.
Or it is.
Which one is it? What's the name on that one? The name of it.
No, it'll say on the inside. It's the Village Vanguard Sessions.
Yeah, that's what it is. It's those two.
Right. So when I get the box, I'll sell this.
Yeah, because I've got another one of his that's Everyone Digs Bill Evans and then something else. I don't remember what the second record is on that one.
Yeah.
Right, but the one Mike was talking about, that I will keep because the second album was unreleased stuff that never came out as another thing.
Yeah.
So Nathan, hang on. Nathan, why do you hate ECM? He said it's extra crappy music. So let us know why you don't.
Well, here's one thing to understand about Nathan. Nathan says he hates stuff until he listens to it, and then he says, "Oh, I like it." Okay. So he hates stuff he doesn't understand.
I'm constantly evolving my taste in jazz. Constantly.
Well, I'll tell you. It's funny how quick it happens. Right now, I'm very into Alice Coltrane style, Pharoah Sanders spiritual jazz. That's where I'm moving, but there's people like Fred Putterman who move in that direction and then just get rid of all the other stuff because they've evolved so high. But that's not the way I feel, you know.
Well, I moved into that free jazz place, and now, I mean, you could ask Chris. I mean, I really don't like bluesy or like funky jazz, but now I'm really starting to find that bluesy jazz that I do like, and it's weird because I was going free, and now I'm like literally going the opposite of free. So,
yeah.
Well, I have some half. Pharoah Sanders is like half and half. He gets spiritual. And then it becomes free jazz. Mm-hmm. And I'm not evolved. I've told like Stunty this. It's like, I know I might get there. I am not there now. I do have some free jazz stuff, but the only way I can associate is I get the anger. I get it comes from anger, I think.
Yeah, I think so. I mean, if you listen to Ascension, Ascension is like a punk rock mosh pit.
Well, okay. So here's a good thing. Here's a question I have. I rejoined Vinyl Me Please because they had the Blossom Dearie album that was probably one of their more popular. The Rev told me it was back in stock. There was a Throwback Thursday where they had it for 5 minutes and I missed it.
Yeah.
And that record was going for well over $100.
Yeah.
And then Vinyl Me Please sent me an email saying if you rejoin, we'll give you a $25 credit.
Oh, wow.
So I rejoined for $3.
I bought this on Discogs, I think, for like $50. It was like when it first sold out.
Right. Well, here's the funny thing. So did you see my video when I went to this highfalutin hi-fi store in LA? They were doing this massive MoFi sale. I have a video. It's one of my more popular videos. And I went and I bought 3 MoFis, but then they had this Blossom Dearie record where she's mostly playing like an electric piano. And that's one of her, I think in the late 60s into the early 70s, she started her own label. So the only shit she was putting out was on her own label. That album goes for over $100, so I bought it for $85 because it's just a hard to get one.
Nice.
Then I went into a record store in the Valley here, and someone sold a whole collection with all her albums, they were sold for $7 or $8. So I bought 10 of her albums. Mike, I do have a.
Did you get her live album when she was at Ronnie Scott's? Do you have that one?
No, but a lot of her albums she put out on her own are live.
Yeah, there's one on Ronnie Scott's, and it's actually pretty. It's like
I'm sorry, my Wi-Fi. Well, a lot of her albums she put out on her own are live. I do have 2 of those albums extras. I have doubles that I'm selling. If you're interested,
okay. Possibly. But Rev's comment here is spot on. I feel like he says the bullseye on free jazz is smaller, but when it hits, it's like exceptional.
Well,
so I agree with that.
Okay, so here's my question, right? The John Coltrane Sunship.
Yeah.
It's still available on Vinyl Me Please.
Yep.
I've listened to it. I don't know if I should get it. Is it worth? So that's it.
Well,
is it good?
So I think the music is very good. I don't think this pressing actually sounds that good. I would give it like a 7 out of 10 at
That's
best.
Fair.
I don't know why. I mean, it's all like analog. I think it's pressed RTI, all that stuff. I mean, maybe the tapes were just what they were, but I thought this sounded a little soft in the mix.
I've only listened to it once, and I'm just like working.
And the last track on it is super interesting. I mean, it's an interesting play. I would say you probably won't regret it, but it's not like a sonic masterpiece in terms of like.
Yeah, here's a thing that I've wanted the Sam Records Miles Davis 10-inch, right?
Yeah.
And then I just listened to it again, and it's available on the Ingroove right now. And I'm just going, I need to cut down. I don't want to just buy stuff that's going to sit on the shelf.
The 10-inch Miles Davis on Sam?
Yeah, but I already have it because it's one side of that.
Yeah.
Miles ahead, or what is it?
No, I can't. I know what you're talking about, though. It's like side A of an album.
Right, because I have it from those Kevin Gray 2011 mono reissues.
Yeah. I mean, the Sam record sounds great. It's cool to have the 10-inch. I love 10 inches. It's my favorite format. But I have it already.
Well, I have about 7 Sam records. The best one's that Sunday the afternoon.
Yeah. Yeah, the John Lewis and
that John Lewis Distill. That thing is amazing.
Yeah. No, that's
ridiculous. I have all the Chet Bakers. Those are amazing.
Yep.
I have the cheapest one to get is the Monk.
I have that. It's good. I love that record.
Right, but for some reason I don't understand. He kind of mass produced that and it made it available in the US. I got it brand new for $15.
Yeah, I got mine for cheap as well. I traded in a bunch of junk that I had, and I used the credits to pick it up. But yeah, I think it was like $20 sealed. And
that's when it came out for Record Store Day. It was a 3-disc set.
Yeah,
that one was that one. Yeah, you can't get that one.
That one's pretty expensive, but I think that's like a collaboration with INA or INA or whatever it is. So
okay, that's why it's widely available.
Is Felipe calling us?
Yeah, hang on. I'll take care of it.
Okay. Cool.
I'm going to give him the link.
All right. I got to go in a little bit.
Give him bad news. They're thinking of kicking him out of the bums.
Yeah.
Yeah. Rob's taking the spot.
And I'm doing a backdoor dental surgery too. Tell him that.
Cool. But I will say that Monk I really like. I like you know do you know the Impex Monk? It's straight no chaser.
Well, I have the other one. I have Monk Stream, the Impex Monk Stream.
So I don't want straight no chaser. I don't always like every Monk record, but so I just wanted to caveat it. And so like this Sam Records Monk, and it's still available on Discogs, I'm certain, is for the price.
Hang on a sec. Thanks for joining us, Rev.
Yeah, appreciate it. Great channel.
So what were you saying?
Well, I was just saying this Monk record is excellent. I was really surprised by how good the compositions are, and I mean he's kind of reusing stuff for the soundtrack that he's already done, so it is familiar. Yeah. But it's recorded so well, and I think Barney Weiland is on it. Barney Weiland is definitely on it.
Yeah. I'm telling. There's so timeless reissue series, the music on vinyl. In October, they have a Barney Weiland album coming out, and it's really good.
Yep, that's cool.
I was just looking. So in my want list on Discogs, I have Barney Weiland's earliest stuff. There's called it's Barney Weiland Barney. There's none available, and this record.
That's the Japanese. They get the Japanese one. That's the one I have.
Well, the original one, the median price goes for $642, and the highest goes for over $1,000. And then there's
get the Japanese reissue that came out here.
I just wanted to kind of, and then there's one Barney Weiland Tilt, which is a French pressing from '57, and there's one available for $800.
Wow!
So those early, or not early, but the '50s Barney Weiland stuff is really desirable.
Well, actually, here's a good one to get, and it's still available. I highly recommend this one. This was a record store day one from last year or the year before.
Yep.
So this comic book artist did a graphic novel sort of loosely based on Barney Weiland. And then they got Barney Weiland to record an accompanying soundtrack. So his son runs the estate now. Barney Weiland died, I think, 30 years ago. He wasn't he was in his 50s. This is very good. This set is tons of stuff in it. Comes with a CD and the thing. Highly recommend this. And his son.
Make a version that's not in a box, or do you have to get the box?
You have to get the box, but I got it on sale for less than it was selling. Okay. But his son has a relationship with Elemental, and have put out a bunch of his later stuff on Elemental. You can get those albums brand new for $15 to $20. I have he came out with last year, a double album ballads. It's really good. That's widely available.
He's on a bed in the cover. It's a white cover. Yeah. Is that good? I need to check that out.
It's cheap. I bought it when Target has those buy two get one free. So, yeah,
nice. Yeah. Speaking, you mentioned some of your videos or a video that is one of your most viewed. I did in my feed watch your Robert Ludwig cut Zeppelin. That was such a cool find.
Well, I think here's my issue with what I'm doing on all the stuff. I don't want to be the same. Too many people do I bought this and I bought this, and I don't think I'm special when things happen to me. I think maybe I'm more observant and I can put a humorous slant on my stories. So I think I tend to want to do videos like that because when I do these sealed opening videos, they're short and quick, and I'll do a needle drop. I'm sitting on two of them. I'm sitting on two.
Right.
Yeah, I haven't posted them yet.
Ooh, so very nice. What are the conditions? Are they in decent enough condition? I mean, it's a hot mix and it's rock, so I mean, it probably plays pretty nice, I would think.
Of what?
You said you have two Robert Ludwigs?
No. I'm sitting on two sealed record album. No, the hot mix. If you look at it, it looks like a G plus record.
Yeah.
After cleaning it in the ultrasonic and playing it, it sounds like it's VG plus.
Oh,
it's just a weird experience.
That is weird. I've got a bunch of old Columbia 6Is that are like that. They look like somebody drug them behind a car, but they sound perfect. It's weird.
I have some beat up mono, I don't know, old MRCs.
Yeah.
And they play perfect, and they look scratched to hell.
Well, like this. This sounds really good. So I might end up keeping it. I don't know.
Where the hell's Felipe? I thought he was back.
I think he's back alive, but yeah.
When I tied him to the tree, I thought it was loose enough that he could get himself out of it.
Apparently he did. He said there was a car wreck.
I think I'm going to take off too. I'm going to get back to cleaning records for tomorrow. So
cool. Well, thanks for stopping by. This was fun.
Thank you so much for stopping by, Wax.
All right, no problem. Take it easy. See you later.
Right. See ya.
Felipe said he was going to join in 10.
That was cool. This was fun.
It was fun.
So I'll hang around and see if Felipe makes it.
Yeah, for sure.
But yeah, so you did get Sunship?
Yeah, I got it. I only listened to it once, but I liked it. I mean, I didn't hate it.
I thought the music, I think the music is good. I really enjoyed the music, but I was kind of disappointed in the sound quality.
I didn't listen to it close enough because I was like working.
It sounds fine. I mean, it's not like it's like terrible, but it just compared to a lot of the audiophile pressings that we're used to now, I think it falls short.
Could just be the source too. But
It's probably just the tapes or something.
I got some.
They probably converted it to a DSD or something.
I got a few new records.
What do you got?
Over the last few days, I've had a couple come in, like 2, I think.
Oh,
This
cool.
is what I showed you already. So one of these ones Felipe recommended, and I think he recommended them both actually. Now that I think about it, which is kind of funny. So the first one is this. They're both CTIs. So this is that Freddie Hubbard and Stanley Turrentine in concert,
Nice.
right? It's got Ron Carter, Herbie Hancock, Jack DeJohnette, and then Eric Gale.
Okay. Very cool.
So that's one, and then the other one I got today, which I'm super looking forward to, is Hubert Laws.
Oh, that is the Herbert Laws.
Hubert.
Yeah. That's like a classical record, right?
It may be. I don't know. I've got 4 or 5 of his records on CTI. They always have
fusion, like classical and jazz fusion.
Yeah, 100%. He's amazing.
It's cool. I've heard so many people speak highly of that record. I streamed it the other day, and it's really different.
Yeah,
it's a cool record for sure. Yeah,
I'm
just waiting to dive into CTI. I feel like I need to get before I feel comfortable buying CTI online. I mean, I just feel like I need to know the full catalog landscape and what I want. That's why I did Impulse, and now I'm just trying to pick those off.
It looks like it's in really good shape too, so I'm gonna clean it tomorrow and I'll play it. But I got it for like $8. Something like
I think
that.
Rachel had some good tips on how to manage the live stream. I think it's just
don't let people show their dicks. That's rule number 1.
Yes.
So if anybody's still listening and you join us, don't show your dick, please.
Yes, please don't do that.
No one wants to see that.
Yeah, there's other places to do that.
Yes.
Not here.
Mike can guide you to those places in a private message.
Oh, you know what I wanted to do is set up the Jazz Bums Instagram.
Well, we need to do that. Yeah, it's this weekend.
So, yeah, maybe I'll do it tomorrow.
So I'm confused because I think I only had 1 sleeve. So yeah, but no, this
What? Oh, my wife and I have a game for the house. It's called What Looks Like Shit.
Yeah.
We go around the house and we point out what looks like shit, and then we spend the weekend attempting to make it not look like shit.
That's awesome. Sounds like a good plan.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna wake up in the morning and consume an edible about 6 o'clock in the morning, and then hit up Rachel's stream when it comes on.
That sounds cool.
That's my plan for tomorrow. Yeah. No, it was really cool for everybody to show up, and anyone that's still with us. Really appreciate it. That was freaking awesome. Everybody showing up and joining the stream. We'll have to do this again for sure. I mean,
yeah,
why not?
Yeah, this was a great first/test run.
Yeah.
Just to get our feet wet and figure it out. I guess we still need to figure out admin privileges, and I need to sign up for this.
I think we need to get a StreamYard account and just pay for it. It's like $60 a year. I mean, we can ship it $20 a piece, and then we can something like that.
Yeah.
Well, we're waiting for Felipe. I'm going to show random shit.
All right.
I got a record. Okay, here's a record. Let me find it. I may be lying. Where the hell is it? Here it is. Okay. I played this for the first time the other day. It's freaking great. So this is one of the Pablo records. It's Jazz at the Philharmonic at Montreux, right? So we've got it's in 1975. It's a Montreux Jazz Festival, right? So we got, who do we have here? Benny Carter on alto sax, Roy Eldridge on trumpet, Zoot Sims on tenor sax, Clark Terry on trumpet and flugelhorn, Joe Pass on guitar, Tommy Flanagan on piano.
That's amazing. It's like all-star. It's like an all-star lineup.
Yeah. Keeter Betts on bass. I don't know who that is. And then Bobby Durham on drums. I don't think I really know who that is either. But man, those guys are all freaking great.
That's crazy.
That's why I love these. I've got probably, I don't know, a dozen of these Pablo records, and the live ones are really cool. And they're always cheap as hell, and they sound amazing.
Yeah, it's like a super group.
No, yeah, for sure.
So
this it's Norman Granz, after I don't know, way after Verve, I guess, right? But he
Yeah, Pablo was like his swan song.
Absolutely, yeah. And it's just as great as all the other shit he ever did.
Yeah.
And him and Creed Taylor are responsible for so many jazz records. It's almost unimaginable.
Yeah.
Like you look at all the Verve stuff,
yeah.
I got
if you look before Verve, like I have some Clef records that he was involved in. It's just like those records are so old.
Clef, yeah.
I mean,
yeah, and they had the Clef reissue series on Verve. So,
and then there's Norgran. There was like a few of them that were just all kind of the same.
Yeah,
and then they shifted into Verve.
Yeah, so Clef, I've got a Clef record. Let me find it. I'll show it to you.
Yeah.
So I've got
old Clef records are so nice. They're like heavy, real deep groove.
Yeah.
With that like little like not animation or whatever, a cartoon on it with somebody playing a drum.
Yes.
Right. It's cool.
Sorry, I got distracted for a second. I don't know how to spell someone's name. Well, Dean Krupa. How do you spell his name? I don't know.
With a K.
What the hell is it? I gotta find this record now. So anyway, it's a Clef, but it got reissued as a Verve, right? Mm-hmm. So I just filed it as the Verve number, and I don't know why I'm being stupid.
Is anybody else doing a live stream tonight?
I don't know. Okay, I'm spelling the name.
I think Patrick over at the Vinyl Archivist, I think, does live
his streams are cool, man. He plays tunes all the time. It's really cool. Okay, let me find this real quick.
I went into his like back YouTube catalog, and he has like a series. There's not too many, but he does jazz records, and he did is it Lester Young who does Unity on Blue Note?
No, Larry Young.
Larry Young. He did Larry Young.
I thought you bought that from Putterman.
No. I bought Fuchsia Swing's song by Sam Rivers from him, and that's a great record. Let's see. We have 9 watching. Can't believe 9 people are bothering to watch.
I know. Eventually, I'll find this record to show it off. But
if you're still with us, leave us a comment in the chat. I feel like we may have put people to sleep.
It's all right.
Oh yeah, Felipe bought Unity from him.
Oh, did he?
Yeah. Is that the 33? Is that like an SRX 33 or something?
I don't know. I think so, yeah. Or just a plain 33. I don't know.
Yeah. Regular 33. All right, well, I think I'm going to get out of here soon.
Yeah. I mean, Felipe said he was going to join, so I was going to wait a minute.
Yeah.
Let him go. Okay, here it is. I found it. Okay, so. Yeah, it's this is old, man. And it covers in great shape. Drum Boogie by Dean Krupa, yeah. But it's Clef. Okay.
Can you show us the wax?
Yeah.
Yeah. I have oh yeah, it's black. That's right.
Yeah, it's black. If I can get it out of here.
I think I have one that's yellow too, but maybe I'm mixing that up.
Yeah, well, I think the yellow might be the actual Verve ones.
Okay.
The reissues.
Oh yeah, and he's playing the trumpet. Yeah, not the drum. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I mean, look at that deep groove. That's like amazing.
Yeah, man.
It's so cool.
It's like, too.
Yeah, the fidelity on those records are awesome.
I love Gene Krupa. I got a bunch of Gene Krupa stuff.
Hold on, I'm gonna grab my 2 clefs. I'll be right back.
Okay. Steven is sorting records and watching. Well, that's awesome, man. I need to sort a bunch of records. I've got about, I don't know, 300 or 400 that I have cleaned and bagged, but I haven't listened to them or cataloged them yet. So that's kind of what I'm trying to go through. It's always a battle between listening to the used stuff I haven't listened to yet or listening to the new reissues I bought.
So this is a beautiful condition clef. It's a Lionel Hampton, Art Tatum, Buddy Rich.
Yeah, that's awesome.
And yeah, it's on the black.
Love some Art Tatum.
Really, really, really nice condition. This one is not in such great condition, but this is a Roy Eldridge and Dizzy Trumpet Kings on clef.
Awesome.
And, yeah, I think I got this for like $8 or $9, but like I saw it was clef, like an original clef, and I'm like, yeah, I'm taking it. I mean, it's Dizzy. I mean, come on.
Yeah, exactly. 100%.
Price, I mean, it sounds really good. Yeah, it's nice.
Oh shit! Look who we got.
Who dat?
Felipe.
Oh, he's got his camera's got issues.
Oh, he's muted.
Here he comes. Wait, there we go. Welcome.
You did a great job as host, but not as admin.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thanks for watching.
Yeah.
No, that was good. I was stuck in the road for like hours. There was a couple stores, big wreck, everything shut. It took me like, I should be here like 2 hours ago.
Are you in Miami?
Yes, I'm working tomorrow. Yeah.
Cool.
So
yeah,
we decided to try to test the live stream, and then Rachel showed up, and Waxed, and Harry, and I mean, the Rev showed up. All kinds of people, man.
Yeah, it was cool.
That's cool. Yeah, I saw Waxed. Yeah. Same thing happened to his Robert Ludwig. Same thing happened to mine.
Yeah. Cleaned it up and it plays nice.
Yeah.
Yeah. If I ever find one, it pretty much doesn't matter what the condition is. I'm just gonna get it. I mean, assuming I find it in the wild.
Yeah.
Or
I think But I think tomorrow, I think Wax is having an auction, and Patrick, his live stream is tomorrow.
Yeah. The Wax might have some good jazz vinyl, so might have to. I mean, I'll definitely going to check that out.
Yeah, no, that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
So that's nice. I'm sorry I missed it. I just couldn't make it.
No, it's fine. Chris and I were just bored, so we just were like, let's try a live stream.
Yeah.
So.
No, I'm totally up for the next one. Absolutely.
Yeah, we got it all like hammered out basically. Rachel gave us some tips and tricks of the trade, so we're better prepared. So it should be good.
That's nice. That's very good. Yeah. He's the king, the master.
Yeah, for sure.
The live streams.
So I'm gonna go in a minute, but I wanted to, Felipe, get your opinion. What did you think? I know we spoke about this a little bit, but do you want to talk about what your thoughts on this Vinyl Me Please version is?
The Vinyl Me Please version plays perfectly. It's beautiful. I like it. I think the whole band is awesome. I just don't like that kind of saxophone playing for me. I like smooth. I like a little more old style maybe. But I think McCoy Tyner is he kills in this whole record. It's McCoy Tyner's record for sure.
Would you recommend this record? Rob from at the Wax was asking about it.
I would, yes. Grab it because it's impeccable. It's hard to find a good condition like this.
I'm glad you said that because I do remember thinking after the one listen I gave it that it was more of a McCoy record than a Coltrane record.
I think that the piano line as a whole, the whole thing is just amazing. I think so. For my taste, yes. It's very,
I got my favorite McCoy record sitting next to me here, so.
Yeah.
So jealous. Mike, you've been outbid.
That's like on the top of my world right now because I'm into Impulse, and that is like one of the between that and the artistry of Freddie Hubbard, those were the two I want.
Well, to be fair, I did tell you to listen to the record first, so it's only right that I got a copy first.
Yeah. And I don't know, maybe there's one in Japan right now. It's a green label one, US green label, and it's not crazy expensive. So that is an option, but I really wanted an RVG stamped one.
Yeah.
I have green ones. My greens are good. I have no complaint about.
Yeah.
No complaint.
I might just get it and just be done with it.
Yeah, and then you'll know if you like the green ones or not. The green labels is what we're talking about for anybody that's listening. The green label impulses. Some people say they don't sound very good, but
yeah. So there's, if anybody is listening, you have kind of like the regular orange wagon wheel, I think they call it.
Mm-hmm.
That's like the early pressing, and then the one that came after that, which is still very good sounding, is the black with the red circle, and then from here, I think the green one. I think that one's green.
Yeah. The ABC stuff, yes.
And then the next one after that is like the neon light one, which I heard is very bad.
Those are not great.
Yeah.
I've got one of those that doesn't sound very good.
Yeah.
But I got greens in them. I like them.
The MCA ones aren't terrible. I've had a couple of like the MCA rainbow, like 80s looking ones. And they sound
How long does it take to get a record from Japan if you just get regular shipping?
Usually faster than acoustic sounds, to be honest with you.
Oh, snap.
Shots fired.
They ship DHL. It comes 3 to 4 days. You're going to get your record.
Oh, that's not bad. That's really good.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Maybe I'll do it. I don't know.
The shipping will eat you up, but yeah.
Chris, now that you have it, now I have to have it.
That's fair.
And I don't know if you guys are familiar with that, but Japanese, they're very proud about the way they package things.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Oh yeah.
If you go to the post office and buy stamps, they're gonna put in a nice package, envelope, seal, and give it to you.
Yeah.
Anything.
Here where they scream at you while they put it under the.
Yeah, I think I told you guys. I had one, the Sony Clark Trio. The guy sent me with an origami.
Oh yeah, that was cool.
I still have it. Yeah.
Well, I can't believe that. I can't wait for the Tone Poet of that. It's going to be crazy.
That is really good. Mine is a king, and it's Tone Poet. I'm gonna have to get it. Let's see.
Yeah, of course.
It'd be interesting to have a shootout, Felipe, because I know how well you've spoken about that quality. So
it is
how it compares.
Absolutely.
I mean, essentially, it would probably be if that version you have is from master tape. It's really going to be the pressing plant, right?
Yeah.
And yeah, it's RTI.
And I guess the master. I mean, it'll be everything, I suppose, because the mastering will be different too.
Yep.
Yeah.
It's interesting that the Tone Poet's like, I don't feel like I'll ever have to rebuy one of those records. Like, I just don't see a reason of a new version that I would buy over the Tone Poet.
No. Yeah,
that's true.
These are the ultimates. Yeah.
I got the Dexter Gordon A Swingin' Affair. That was a Van Gelder B, Black B or something.
Yeah.
I'll never need another. Even if they did it, I mean, they did do an 80th series, but
yeah, they did.
I'll never want to upgrade that. It sounds great.
Yeah.
There's certain like the Van Gelder. If it's Van Gelder Preston sounds good. Tone Poet Classic Series. If I have one of those, I'm not getting another copy.
Now, if they did another Tone Poet style series but they were in the gatefold jackets and they were pressed at RTI, I would buy those again, probably, depending on the record.
I don't know. Depending on if they did if it was Art Blakey Monin,
if it's Monin, right?
I probably would for Monin.
Yeah.
I would love to have the best copy available of that one, but that's the exception for me.
I mean, I would buy just about any of them probably, just because I love the way the Tone Poet jackets are, and just I don't know, man.
I'm so excited for what's coming down for Tone Poet because they have the other labels that they're going to start exploring. And then Joe mentioned on Michael 45 stream that they're going to dive into the 5,000 10-inch series.
Yeah.
And probably do something like the Herbie Nichols that they did for the classic series, where they took volume 1 10-inch, volume 2 10-inch, and put it out as a classic series. So those 5,000 series, those are all new to me. So I can't wait to see what he selects from those. So he's going to have, there's going to be other really great surprises coming.
Oh, I agree.
Yeah.
So I'm trying to figure out what we haven't gotten yet. Let me look. So we got Breaking Point. We got that.
I got that. That sounds fantastic.
We got Moment of Truth, Gerald Wilson. I like that one a lot. So we were supposed to get October. Yeah, so we're gonna get this is so weird. Let me share my screen. This is bizarre.
I'm gonna go in a couple minutes.
Okay, me too. Just check this out real quick. Let's look at the look at this. You zoom in a little bit.
So we got 8 watching.
I know.
That's awesome. Okay, yeah. Oh, cool. Yeah, we should do a live stream of this, by the way, Chris.
Huh?
We should do a live stream going through all this. That could be fun.
Yeah, exactly. So,
You know, I think we suggest.
I mean, we are doing that. We should do like a full on like hour.
Maybe we should do a shootout Blue Train.
Well, yeah.
I did it very carefully, and I have my opinion already.
Good. But what I was gonna say is, so what's weird here is that the Blue Train's not listed on their site. It's so dumb. They don't even update their own website. Like,
yeah.
But then we got Kenny Burrell, Grant Green.
I have Kenny Burrell. I'm skipping the Grant Green one.
Yeah, there's the Art Pepper Chet Baker come. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, that for sure.
Blue Mitchell's awesome. I don't know Harold Vick. I mean, Bobby Hutcherson will be amazing, right?
Stepping Out, Harold Vick. That sounds like it's an out album, so that could be cool.
That could be cool. Mm-hmm. You should listen to Jackie's out album again and think about the sins you've committed. Yeah, think about the sins you've committed by disparaging that record.
It's on Amazon for like $18-19, I think.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Blue Mitchell, I'm excited about, and then we got a couple other ones. This one will be cool, but anyway.
Yeah.
So there's stuff kind of just like we've had this drought of nothingness because of that's a horrible look.
Well, I did get the
because of Blue Train, right? Like we've had nothing for forever.
I got that Freddie Hubbard Breaking Point, and that's really that was a great surprise because I didn't pre-order it, and then I just got into Freddie Hubbard, and I was like, well, I have to get the tone book.
Yeah, it's great. I like it.
It's so funny, like when I stream something and hear it, and then when you hear it with just better fidelity, how much more enjoyable it is. Yeah, it changes the whole how much I like it.
It does.
If I like it, honestly. So
yeah,
it's always every time it still surprises me. But all right, I'm gonna jump. This was fun. Felipe, we are happy that we found you.
Yes.
Maybe yes, and I'm gonna be on time for the next ones.
We should maybe plan to integrate a live stream every once in a while for sure.
For sure.
Yeah, that'll be great.
Yeah. Are we keeping this up or taking it down?
I don't know. We'll figure it out.
Keep
it up for a day or two.
Who is Chris is hosting it?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, whatever you decide.
Well, thanks for joining us.
Keep it up for a day. Maybe I'll revisit it and I don't know.
Okay.
But yeah. Okay.
Thanks for joining us, everybody. We'll see you next time.
Thanks for joining us. Thank you.
Thanks, guys.
Thanks.